Oh, hey everybody, welcome to the Northernlion Live Super Show, the Thursday, September 27th, 2018 edition. I, as always, am your host, Northernlion, joined by my esteemed co-host, Broccoli Smile.
I am your extreme co-host to welcome you back on a Thursday's NLSS, and I have brought my extreme co-hosts, Rob and Jess.
Oh, hello!
I was included.
Well, you're sitting right there, right? So it would be weird not to.
Before we get started, I feel the need to let out the siren call.
Oh.
There's a bounty, right? There's two bounties.
Oh!
Please check your bounty board if you're interested.
I've already accepted. Rise and
There
shine.
you go. That's great news.
Wait, hold on. Let me check my bounty
It
board.
literally, I think, went live like less than 10 minutes ago, so there's a chance we're early.
I wanted the ultimate chicken horse one, but it's too late now. They said because you took it, it probably sucked up like 80% of the pool.
Yep.
Wait, so hold on. I have a... Wait. The Magic the Gathering Arena?
Yeah.
What? I can do that again?
It's out in open beta now.
They never gave you the
Okay.
money for the other one, so you got to try a second time.
They did, actually. Now you get
Oh,
more.
they did.
Anyway, we're going to play All-Star Fruit Racing, and then following that, we're going to play Golf It, assuming it works on my computer, which it looks like it does, and then we're going to play some Scribbler.
They updated the engine, so I thought it'd be worth taking another stab at it, and he tried a local recording and seemed like it worked, so...
It
see
makes
how
my
it goes.
computer sound like a jet engine, but the frame rate seems to be okay, at the very
That's
least.
good news.
Dude, okay, All-Star Fruit Racing. It is a crime. This game does not have
More fruit?
or a picture on the Twitch database.
I know. It's
This is like
maybe
even a
the best
Kiwi-
game ever made.
A pomelo, anything of that sort would work. It has a 60 on Metacritic. It has a
Pomelo?
3.3 out of 10 user score.
That's what Borat calls Pamela Anderson. What is that?
Carmelo?
Pomelo? Isn't it like it's like a grapefruit combined with Pamela?
I think
Am
he's
I-
actually an NBA basketball
That's
star.
Carmelo.
Am I having a stroke? Is this a real fruit?
The pomelo, also known as Citrus maxima, is the largest citrus fruit from the Rudacea family.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about that fruit before.
Citrus maxima.
I've made it to this late stage.
entertained?
This late stage of my life and never heard of that fruit.
All right, let's get into a lobby, but I do want to touch on that because, like, when do you think, at what year in planet Earth's existence do you think the average human being knew what an orange looked like?
Ooh.
It's like one
everyone
of the
on planet
early
Earth?
learning fruits. I would say
I'd
like
say-
4.
Actually, wait. Can I have a
Over
sub?
50%.
Can I have a sub question here?
Yes.
What do you think the percentage of people on planet Earth right now that knows what an orange is?
I said
It's
that
gotta be
about
like-
cats before. I was like, or dogs. I was like, do you think anyone's ever made it to 30 and never seen a dog? Probably
I don't
not.
believe that there's anybody who hasn't seen a picture of a dog at least by 30.
I don't know. I think there might be one. All right, sorry.
What?
I distracted from the orange discussion. You go back into that.
Well, it was just, like surely in the year 1000, the
Yeah.
average European died without knowing what an orange looked like.
Right.
Well, they must
when
have
you
had
think of-
scurvy. Did they die of scurvy?
Well, they had carrots. You can get a lot of vitamins
there's
out of
any-
carrots.
Sucking the moss off of rocks, apparently.
All right, I'm obviously not talking about that tribe of people that has never had contact with other.
Oh, the
human
one in
beings.
the Amazon forest a couple months ago?
Yeah,
I heard
they
about
shoot
that.
Make a
like
room.
a bow at the helicopter whenever it comes by.
They never knock it down.
Okay,
Nobody
all right.
knows why.
I'm inviting.
Oh, I see your lobby.
So, by the way, Jess has just clued me into an article that on the Washington Post. That
Average
claims
age of
that-
orange
Oh,
viewing.
here we go. Politics.
No, yeah, here's some politics for you.
Wapo.
7% of all American adults believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
It's 1 in 16 adults.
Yeah.
Bless us.
2 people from your
Bless
average middle school class. That's pretty not good.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh,
It's not great.
oh,
Remember,
you
you're
gotta-
muting here if you.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it
gotta mute.
unmutes you every time.
Also true.
I don't like that. Okay, I'm ready.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah, ready. Boom.
Hold on. Edit lobby. There we go. Forget easy, dude. Oh, I guess all we have is easy. All right. Random juicer. Put a couple
Oh,
of these
God.
up here.
Oh,
That's a
yeah,
lot of
I love
juicing.
that. Random juice. Ooh,
Two
Dragster.
Coconuis.
All right, we'll give it. There,
No,
well,
I
that's-
like the two. Give me the two.
There you go.
Thank you.
I like the Dragster. I want to know what the Dragster's about.
Yeah, I don't want to
dude,
deprive
I have
Rob.
no idea.
So I'm not going to talk about politics stuff, but I just want to point out that
Politics!
a bizarre coincidence that happened right before that Rob mentioned spaghetti and ketchup, and I said, "Oh, you're watching the Kavanaugh thing," and he's like, "No," and I'm like, "They just talked about spaghetti and ketchup like a minute ago. How in the hell did you randomly decide to say that right now? Of all the things, that's too weird of a
God damn it.
coincidence."
You guys are unmuted in the fucking game.
Hell
I know, man. That's how it is now.
Yeah.
I have no game sound whatsoever.
Oh, can we lower, maybe we can lower the speech volume to 0 in the options?
I don't know, maybe.
This is bizarre. This is. You ever have those moments? This is gonna sound very insensitive because it kind of is.
Oh,
But,
okay,
like,
I'm ready. Yeah.
This must be like kind of what it's like to be deaf.
Well, I mean,
Why?
I guess, but you're still hearing us talk.
I'm still hearing you guys.
Yeah.
Why is this
But,
the thing that made you think of that?
Well, because my brain was so ready for there to be sound
Uh-huh.
that when there's no, like, that feels weird, right? Like, don't you ever have those moments where you're like, did I just go blind? Or like, did I just go
Right.
deaf?
It's like you
Yeah.
hit a bump in your car, but then there's no bump, and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah, like my brain is wrong.
I'm ready for the bump, and it never showed up.
How did you jump in front of me? What is that about?
I'm
talking to
fast.
me?
Oh, I'm talking about Nicholas.
Try
Oh,
being
yeah,
fast,
Kill
and
Bill.
then you'll jump in front of me.
Wait, how do you use powers, by the way?
Yeah, how do you
again?
use your power?
Right stick click, R3.
Oh!
Oh, right, of course. Yeah.
No wonder this says a
It says it at the top of the screen, you doofus.
Does it?
Mine is just blinking it over and over because I've been holding on to an object for ages.
I got a water. Oh, fuck! I put you in a
You
dewdrop.
put me in a dewdrop. That's a great way to describe it.
Yeah. Raindrop, drop top.
Keeps falling on my head.
I don't know about you guys, but now that there's no game sound, I feel like so much more pressure to not have any dead air whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
Bless us.
I'm gonna
Dude,
blow your
bless
mind.
us.
I've got game sound right now.
Same.
Well, how'd you do it?
I turned on the game.
Yep,
I'm
didn't
gonna
do
blow your
anything.
minds. I had my ultimate, and then when I pressed the button, my lady started pumping at one of those like handheld balloon pumpers,
Yeah.
and nothing happened.
I
So
think
I
maybe
don't
you
really-
need a digital storm restart.
Dude, you're telling me.
I think it might be because you reinstalled Golf It, actually. Now that
think
I'm
that's
Oh
thinking of it.
no. It's
I will
it's
say-
the Green Man curse.
I was very nervous about Golf It because when I clicked install, it said, okay, preparing to install.
Yeah.
And it said that for about 20 minutes. And
Yeah.
then after that, it said preparing to launch instantaneously. And then it stood there for about 20 minutes. And then it was like, okay, now you can play. It's like it
Keeping in
installed
mind, this
nothing.
whole exchange took place over about 5 minutes on Discord.
Dude, I'm telling you, as soon as you said check Golf It, I installed
Okay.
it, but it took forever.
So, dude, actually, speaking of sound issues, I installed Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Right.
Not because I own it, but because I'm currently paying for EA Origin Access or whatever.
Was that like a
Because-
Madden?
Yeah.
Madden reason? Okay.
It was to get Madden early, but then I forgot to not. renew
That's
it.
how they get
Right.
you.
Yeah,
me.
That's why it's
It's me in
Spotify for 3
plural
months.
Yeah, it's me and HBO.
Yeah. So, anyway, so I was playing some Battlefront 2 earlier, and you know, it's basically as listed. However, sometimes when I'm in a match, I'm battling, and then all of a sudden, all the sound just ends, and you have to restart the game, turn it back on. It happened twice in just the couple hours that I've been playing
Well,
today.
the game's only been out for like a year or something. Give 'em a...
They're still
Yeah, so-
working out the kinks in the Frostbite engine.
See, I looked it up, and turns out that bug's been around literally since release. Never been fixed.
Well, they don't have the cash anymore.
Yeah, they
Because of
took away
Right,
the
yeah.
stupid gamers took away the loot boxes, left
Yeah.
nothing for the devs.
You know,
Honestly, it's your
really-
fault.
EA should have another open letter, you know, to their fans and tell them, hey, you guys love loot boxes, right? You should.
They took away my constitutional right to pay $70 and unlock
It's-
Darth Vader on day one.
It's for player choice.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, skip the grind. You hate the grind, right, Rob?
Oh, I hate it. Hate it.
I specifically buy RPGs just to not play them.
Yep. Dice, they're there, and they're like, we literally have no choice but to put the grind into the game.
Yep.
Wouldn't you rather just have the option to spend 25 bucks and ignore it? Or have to pay 25 bucks for a chance to ignore it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they're doing the world a service, is what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
it's an online service. Games as service.
Yeah. Right, exactly. So that's good.
Stop being in front of me!
Nah.
Why? It's a very bold decision to go for a 5-lap race instead of a 3-lap race.
You just wait for Kokanui, it's gonna change your world.
This is Kokanui, isn't it?
No, you're right, it is.
Dude, look at all these Kokanuis over here.
There's a lot of Kokanuis all over the place.
I really just like the word mostly. Oh, it was Milk Lake that I loved more than this.
Milk Lake.
I would like to have some sound, please.
You might
Oh,
have
sound!
Oh, hey!
Just it took 2 alt tabs. We got it.
Oh, that's good.
Can I get into the audio from here?
No, probably not.
Doubtful.
All right. Is
Yeah.
that the 3 of us at the top there?
That is
Yep.
the 3 of us at the top.
Yeah.
Pretty
all
much
right.
crushing it right now.
The game is a little easy, admittedly.
They put Peach on the...
You're telling
On the
me
front part.
that All-Star Fruit Racing is a casual racing game?
I just wonder, like, who...
Oh, it booted me.
It booted me as well with a fatal error.
Oh, all right. Well,
If we lose, this is gonna be real embarrassing.
all
That
right.
makes sense.
Yeah. Well, you know.
If you
Does that count as a loss?
if you open up the options menu, it just destroys the Discord call for about 6 seconds.
Oh, good.
Remember that time we almost finished Pummel Party yesterday, and then Mouth literally quit the game?
Yeah, he just didn't want to play.
Accidentally?
What happens when
He was in the menu, and he thought that the quit button meant quit the menu, but instead it quit the overall game.
He was trying to
Yeah.
get to the options or something because he needed to fix something on his stream.
With like 1 turn left in the game.
Yeah. Well, you know.
All right, I'm gonna start settings, audio, and maybe, nope, there is nothing for you to lower voice volume to 0. That's okay.
Yeah.
If we're being realistic, it's
brought it up as something.
it was
to
just
play, to
it
be
was
honest.
on like the back.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
the lobby
That's-
is up again.
That's hilarious. I keep changing the resolution and stuff, and it's just fucking the call to death.
I always love fucking to death. You know.
No,
How was your?
no, I don't.
How was the show? Okay.
It wasn't
Oh.
bad. It was okay.
I was trying to change the resolution, so I didn't hear what you said.
Speaking my language.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you get
I
it.
do now. Oh man. How was Pummel Party for the second time?
I mean, we did the other map, and it's like a dune map where
Yeah.
sandworms come and eat you. So that was pretty cool. But, you know, we've seen like all of the games at this point. But you'll be happy to know that there was a hot fix that fixed a couple of the things.
Yeah,
really?
the chopper
Problems.
game sorted since yesterday.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they did. They pushed a patch already last night that made the ceiling loop to the floor, like I said. So they were literally listening.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's highly fair because that game was not in.
It was the
greatest
worst
place.
game.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
And then, I mean, they fixed it so that in the wizard game, now it's very clear that you have health. So
Oh, and
instead of
yeah.
just like being in the lava and then being like, why am I not dead? And they
Gotcha.
also changed the element game where you paint the ground so that it's like a cumulative score.
oh, okay, that's wow. They really. I think they must have watched the show. I feel like.
I believe they did, considering they changed the chopper game in one day.
Yeah.
That's what I was
That's awesome.
saying. They should really subscribe. Because otherwise, you're basically stealing the ideas that we had on the show and
I would
for
like
your
my
own
cut.
financial benefit. So
You're saying if they get a financial benefit, we should also get a financial
I'm
benefit?
saying that's the way the world works.
Right.
Just give us a bounty, I guess.
No, you know what? If you toss the bounty out there, all is forgiven.
But you have to selectively give it to only us, though, because otherwise it's not right.
Yeah.
Right, of course, yeah. Very important. No, that's great. I was mistaken on the first day, and it is not actually early access. That's like the release.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. But it sounds like they're obviously paying attention to what people are saying about it, though, so, that's positive.
I hope they continue to add more games to it, because for a final version, that does seem a little lacking in
That's
total diversity.
I agree, yeah.
However,
But, I mean,
the
it's
polish way higher than the other one.
cool. Oh, God.
in general.
Dude, it's not even close. Yeah.
Like, each game is the equivalent of every game in all of the other ones, based on how much time they probably spent
Well,
on
it's
it.
what, like I was telling you, there is not, as bad as some of the games in Pummel Party can be, there is not a single game in that pack I would choose to play a game in Panic
Right, in Party Panic,
over.
yeah.
Party Panic, that's it. Oh my god. Did they both have to be alliterative PP names?
I agree. And also, I do want to give the devs of Party Panic a little bit of leeway in that. Remember, that game did not launch with a board game version.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you're
true.
right, it didn't.
It was just a mini game pack. So like,
It's hard to remember, but it was at one point even worse than it is now.
And they added loot crates, too, which is pretty cool.
That's true.
no.
I do like a free loot crate, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
I never
who
hated
doesn't?
them.
it's
Dude.
only when they're incentivized
Like,
for real money.
Gambling mechanics in games are actually hilariously fun. It's just when you
Yeah.
charge money for them.
Okay, so I'm gonna take some heat for this, and I think that heat is totally fair and
You
deserved.
already said you played Battlefront 2, Rob.
Well,
no.
I'm gonna double down here a little bit. I played with their new progression system. It's actually pretty cool, like the way that they have it set up right
You're
now.
pretty cool.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
The new progression system that you don't have to pay for is actually pretty decent. The only problem is you still have the issue of the people who played longer are
Yeah.
just stronger.
Yeah.
Longer
so,
and stronger. The
Yeah.
NLSS story.
exactly, yeah.
Is it though? I think it's like older and softer.
Yeah, maybe.
At least that's the story of my life on Twitch.
Yeah, my
Dude,
muscles
I
are pretty
know.
atrophied.
I feel like this show has gotten way more hardcore as time has
Edgier.
gone on. Yeah,
It's just way more honest. Like, I don't understand. Like, I watch some other shows and someone will be like, my balls are itchy. And then people are like, you can't say that. Like, why not? It's not
Yeah.
like, I don't understand the issue. I guess if you're trying to maintain like a family-friendly aesthetic, but
Yeah.
some people will be like, I pooped yesterday. And the other people in the call are like, I'm eating.
I mean, to be fair, I don't really want to hear about when you guys poop, but we talk about it anyway.
I haven't pooped yet today, if you wanted to know that information.
I did poop today.
Oh, how
In
was
case you
that?
wanted to know that. I gotta be honest, it wasn't my most satisfying poop.
Ah, that's a shame.
So
I sat
I
down
mentioned
and
that
let
I
out-
didn't want to talk about it.
Well, are you eating right now?
Yes.
Okay, well,
Oh.
I'll describe it in gore.
Are you
details then.
eating chocolate pudding?
Yeah, hummus,
I am eating small brown spheres.
curried black
Ooh.
beans.
Does it come out for like in spheres?
Yeah,
form?
I'm a deer.
Oh, okay.
I'm a bitch. And
I'm a lover.
Yeah.
Rob's a child with
Tag
no
yourself.
mother. No, that's not right.
Yeah.
I'm a sinner. I'm a saint.
Yeah. We all
Anyway, I sat down and I let out like a 10-second long fart,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and then the poop was like, and then it was
Dude.
done. And I was like, dude, I budgeted like a whole cup of coffee for this poop, and like,
You know
now
what
it's
it
just
is?
Done.
You're on that vegetarian diet right now.
You
You're
are
using all of the
100%
energy.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's- I think what it is, I'm eating so much fiber
Yeah.
that like literally the beans are just like fermenting in my colon. They're breaking down before they can become.
You're gonna get drunk.
Dude, that's honestly been my end game here.
Hey,
I-
can you guys hear
Vegan
me?
drunk. I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't remember whether I unmuted or not. Sorry.
I don't like these low meat diets because I feel like your intestinal tract's just gonna atrophy over time. You need something to bind them up, so you gotta push a little bit. Otherwise, what's the muscle left?
I mean, I still have to push. Or at least like
It sounded like you didn't have to very hard.
Maybe I'm an idiot, and by maybe I mean I definitely am. But I wasn't aware of this. Did you guys know that cats are what is known as an obligate carnivore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not aware of that. And I've seen people be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna feed my cat a vegetarian diet." No, you will literally kill your cat.
That
It'll
is,
die.
you should not be a pet owner if you do that. If you're like, here's what my pet needs to survive, but my pet's a vegan. Like, no, it's not. It's like a killing machine.
I'm pretty sure there's people in California that say that kind of stuff.
It's a soft and cuddly killing machine. Like, even while I have been, like, not eating meat or eating as much, I was giving the cats wet food every single day. And that's just, like, the grossest meat. It's like, you know, rabbit liver and stuff like that.
Ew.
Have at it.
They need it, man.
What
It's
did
weird.
you
I
do to
didn't
me?
realize, like, you know, like a dog, you could sort of get away with giving a dog only vegetables, but you also shouldn't.
Yeah.
Some dogs eat rocks.
True.
My
Yeah.
dog does.
Bad either.
Yeah, that's not good for
Is that one of
them,
those
probably.
things where it's like when they eat it, it's like
helps-
craving a
helps their
mineral or
digestion.
something
It
like
breaks
that? Yeah.
down the shit in their stomach because it like jangles around in there.
Oh, you know, it's like one of those dryer balls you put in the
Yeah,
dryer.
actually,
and then
it is.
Dude,
Don't feed
we
your
should
dogs
all
dryer
start-
balls.
Yeah, get some rocks, dude. Couple pebbles, you know. Maybe some granite.
Oh,
They could be fruity pebbles.
I think I won.
That's good. Yeah, you're playing a guitar, an air guitar.
I don't know. It was a 5-lap race, but it's
It was
also an
elimination.
Yeah, so that's very strange. What
Yeah.
a game.
Is it gonna kick us out again?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
I honestly think it was because I alt tabbed, and then when it came back in, it was like give him the sound, and then the game
Yeah.
was like, oh, something's changed, crash.
I changed it to windowed mode. It seems a lot better now, so maybe do that if you haven't.
Okay. Yeah.
I will say my cats have eaten things that are not meat, but
Yeah.
Like
it's always
spiders.
an accident.
They-
No, they
it
eat
just-
like
yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of cardboard,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then like any uncovered fruits, they will eat before you can even notice. Like if you leave some uncovered blueberries around, they're gonna be half gone.
I don't
I saw a
recommend
cow eat
this.
a chick once.
A
Sorry,
chick?
Ron. Yeah, like a little baby chicken. I've told this
Oh, I
story
thought-
many times.
I thought you meant a
before.
broad.
A dame, you mean? Is that what you're referring to?
I'm getting speech jam from the in-game
Oh
VoIP.
yeah.
I
thought you
don't
were
recommend.
offended by my use.
No.
of the word broad.
It's the 50s. I'll get over it.
No, okay, yeah.
I don't recommend you do this, but in the event that your cat eats a bunch of strings, sometimes they poop
Oh,
out
yeah.
like a string poop. Where
Right.
it's just like a poop on a string. So
Wait,
that's one of the funny things
that's the end of
cats
the
do.
lesson is don't let him do that.
Well, you don't want to get that in there because like it can bind up their insides, and you know if it doesn't go well, it could be bad for them.
No, Mathis was always telling me about that. This is
He's
a
eating
one-lap
string
race.
now?
Well, yeah, I think like his ex-girlfriend is a veterinarian or something like that.
Yeah, I
Who
don't
is-
really know the Mathis story very well.
Yeah, it's lore.
He's very like enigmatic
Very
It is,
true.
yeah.
because he lives in the shadows. Really, you've seen him on the podcast
Well, he lives in the Shadow Realm for sure in Boston.
in the
Most of
dark
the
with the
time.
hoodie on. I think he might be in Assassin's Creed.
How did we lose to the AI by 4 seconds?
I got hit with a bunch of shit at the end.
I feel there must have been a shortcut that they knew about or something. Like, I have no
Oh,
idea.
I heard you in game say that like 5.
Thank you for gifting a sub.
Oh shit! Right, you guys can hear
Yeah,
that. Huh?
absolutely.
Sorry.
One of my friends, he told me definitely my least favorite like pet ate something story. He told me, I mean, I'll just give you the nitty gritty, that he had protected intercourse with his girlfriend,
That's
and
good.
then
That's
like
good.
Wrap it up.
they couldn't find the condom,
Condom.
and then like
It was
2 days
lost in her.
later, the
Yeah.
dog shit it out.
Oh!
And I was like, dude, you gotta like care for your animal more than that.
Well, okay, hold on.
That's not okay.
Now I'm wondering, right? So cats, obligate carnivore, can
Right.
they subsist on just cum?
See, now that's disgusting.
Oh my
I'm
god.
eating.
I wasn't ready for that.
I mean, there's protein in there, right? Like, it's, you know.
Yeah, but it's not meat. Well, you know what? What makes something right yet? It needs some water, sunlight. What does being an obligate carnivore mean? You can only eat meat, but what if you made a plant that grew an exact nutritional replica of meat? Surely they could eat that.
Like a bean paste.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I forgot. What's the question?
Well,
Can the cat eat a plant?
I guess the question is like, are they obligate carnivores, or is it just that meat gives them, like, by and large, exactly what they need? It's not like if they eat like a grain of rice, they're gonna explode, obviously.
I get kind of antsy if I don't eat meat every so often.
Really?
Yeah, I just feel like a little off.
I you know, honestly, me too.
It's not like bad or anything, but I feel like I'm not quite myself or something. Like I'm not all the way there.
Might be like a B12 sort of.
I also just like eating meat too, so maybe it just makes me happy. I don't know.
Right, yeah.
It could also just be like, you know, if you haven't eaten meat in a while, you just didn't have other foods that had protein in it.
I think like it depends also. Yeah, like
blood
like
sugar
what your
thing.
diet is made up of if you go vegetarian or vegan.
It's like mostly Reese's cups, and then sometimes like a steak.
Well, that's pretty much what you need. So
yeah, that's.
I got the two basic food groups covered. Peanut butter and chocolate.
Right. I mean that's carbs, protein, and fat. Those three.
There you go. Yeah.
It's good. It's got all three of the vitamins and minerals you need.
Yay!
Yeah. So. Let's see. I had another idea. There was cat cum.
Here,
Stop.
well, I got one for you while you're thinking.
I don't want to do cum talk today.
Because cats almost exclusively should or do eat meat, you should stop calling it keto and start calling it catto.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
All right, and then you may proceed now.
Ooh, yeah. I haven't thought of it yet, though. So it was there, though. Give me another one.
Instead of calling it a low carb diet, we should call it a low cat diet.
Oh, actually, no, I remembered what it was. Somebody brought it up in my chat. Did you guys see the video from like this Australian morning news show where this lady came on and she was like, yeah, I've trained my dog to be vegetarian. He loves vegetables and he'll eat vegetables over meat.
Oh, no.
They put out two dog bowls, one filled with like nutritious vegetable slop and some meat in another bowl.
Yeah.
And he goes over, he looks at the vegetables, and he's like, nah, and just goes and eats the entire bowl of meat. Oh man, it's great.
It's almost like training was just not giving it to him.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm sorry to be judgmental, but that's one of those things where, like, if you care that much about your pet's diet and not even being healthy, but like reshaping it in your own image, you have too much time on your hands.
Well, you want your pet to be ethical.
Exactly.
Right.
You're like, my dog is a liberal too. Like, you need another hobby is what you need at that point. You need to, like, I don't know, you need to take up crocheting or
have a kid.
Or, I don't know, start running or something. You need to suck up a lot of time because you clearly have too much of it right now.
At least if you have a kid, pass the value judgment.
Pet owner, you know?
Yeah, just have a baby instead. Exactly.
That's okay to have value judgments on.
Yeah, you can train him however you want. You know, just get like 6 religions in him at once.
Do you call it training for children?
I mean,
you teach them stuff, but do you train them? That implies like they're obedient.
I wish.
Oh yeah. I mean, there was that one guy who wanted to prove that if you teach a child early enough, they can become a genius in whatever they do, and he was
no, you gotta let them listen to like Mozart for that.
Yeah, it's Mozart in the womb. 100% efficiency.
That definitely, obviously,
and while they're sleeping.
Yeah. But
well,
no,
my
but
sister-in-law did it. But I gotta tell you, her 2-year-old is, I mean, by 2-year-old standards, she's really smart. But by like adult standards, not all there.
Right.
Maybe she sucked up all the information back into herself, like a Mozart Shang Tsung.
She just got like a really, really smart womb now.
Yeah, and then the next one will be like way out there.
Right, that makes sense,
I don't
actually.
You never know, I guess.
Might have the
actually,
best brain.
I think it's clear none of us know.
Yeah, that's a great question that I should ask is, do you guys think wombs retain knowledge?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Right?
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, we know
That's
it's
why you eat the
pseudoscience tunnel
placenta.
jumper. We're having fun with it.
You guys gonna eat the placenta?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
of course not.
Can I put it in like a pineapple glaze?
Can I put it
it's
on
your
some
placenta,
creme
right?
glaze?
It's not my placenta. It's technically the child's.
I
Oh,
don't know.
God.
The child can't own anything until it's like, you know, at least 5.
What if you
Whose
save it
placenta
for
is
you?
it?
It's 51% the mother's placenta and 49% yours.
I feel like it's like 33.3% ownership across the father, mother, and child.
Well, then you
think
got a
that-
majority if you want.
I don't
The
think
board of
kid
directors
owns-
cannot stop you from eating that placenta if you want to.
The
I
board
mean, that
of
kid was
placenta.
not
directors.
involved in that placenta,
Right,
other
yeah, it's
than
not-
living in it.
It
you know?
was attached.
It's
Yeah, well-
actually it's a rental placenta.
You know,
It's a
the
plus
general
rent.
idea. Right, exactly.
You're just borrowing it and taking advantage of it.
Florenta?
Exactly.
It's a rental
really.
placenta.
The parents are the landlords to the child.
Absolutely
They should,
correct.
You should pay back taxes at some point.
You kind of do when they get old, right?
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Dude, so, you know, you ever think about, like, you know, there's an expectation that we take care of our parents when they get older.
Yeah.
And it kind of seems like it sucks.
Oh, yeah.
But-
Yeah, so they got like the best of everything through their whole generation, and then we got shit on our whole lives. So let's also take care of them at the end of their lives.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
fair.
But if we have kids, we might actually live to be like 110 years old.
I hope
Yeah.
not.
Those kids are screwed, and it rules. But then their kids will probably the Earth will be too
Gone?
inhospitable to inhabit at that point. But like, you know, in outer space, it's gonna own. If you're 90,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, another 60 years of. You'll probably just work until you die. Anyway, the point is, like, we might still be in the sweet spot. The
Yeah.
second sweetest spot.
I was thinking about the ocean getting too high, and I
Yeah.
think I solved it, and it seems really easy.
okay.
Well,
You-
just boil some of the water.
No,
Oh, get a couple of straws across the eastern
No,
seaboard,
that's
right?
dumb.
Just-
you know the San Andreas Fault, right? It's like this big deep hole that's got like a bunch of edges to it.
right.
Why don't we
I've
just
heard of
like blow that shit up and make the ocean deeper there, and then the ocean will just sink again?
it. That'll probably be good for California, yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
mean California and the whole west coast of the United States and Canada are going to be destroyed at that point. But
Right,
it would
right.
be a net gain to save the rest of the world.
I feel like that's how you get a Waterworld situation. And
Why?
Does anyone want a Waterworld situation?
Hear
That
me
movie
out
wasn't
here.
very good.
Okay, what if we just built a wall around a large state, and we built it like I'm talking like a 300-foot wall.
Oh my god, that's an
around, like,
awesome idea.
Okay.
around
Yeah.
North Dakota,
Can we put giants in it?
and then we just put all of the water there.
Oh, okay. Oh, also Wreck Attack.
All the water
I like
in that
that.
state?
Yeah, yeah.
That'll
Okay.
fit.
That's
We
the
just
opposite of
fill
what I
this-
thought it was going to
We
be.
just make Wyoming into a big swimming pool.
What if we, okay, hear me out. What if we build a massive wall in the middle of a desert that no one crosses?
I don't understand.
What, like
you know what?
in Egypt?
It's not. Well, I was thinking like
Yeah,
more
you're
of like
talking
the
about the
Sahara.
The Sahara.
Yeah.
No, we
yeah,
can't
Muppet.
do it in the Sahara because first off, it'll get muddy.
Yeah, it's too
Robert.
hot there
Right.
for water to be.
It's all gonna boil off and lead to more heat being trapped by the atmosphere.
It'll just go up
Either
into
way,
clouds. Like nobody wants more
It's
clouds.
also where Elon is gonna put the solar cells
Oh,
to
yeah.
generate renewable clean energy for the populace of planet Earth.
Well, that would be
Oh,
good. I'd like
We
that.
already have clean coal. Do we really need more clean energy?
Dude, speaking of Elon, did I bring this up on the show that JAXA, the Japanese space agency, I know that's their actual name, they landed on a fucking asteroid, dude.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
How's
that's
Bruce
awesome.
Willis? Is he doing good?
Crawling around.
Yeah.
He's crawling around and taking photos that, to be honest with you, look pretty bad, but you gotta be like, I understand why. It is on an asteroid hurtling through outer space right now.
They brought bombs. They're blowing it up too, or blowing off bits of it anyway.
The thing is, it's easier to teach a robot to be an astronaut than it is to teach a robot to drill.
Yeah, that's.
I saw the tweet. I didn't know it was from JAXA, but there's a photo from a robot on a spinning asteroid traveling at like 800 kilometers a second through outer space. And it took a photo, and they said, "Our apologies, the photo's blurry." And I said, you know what? That's all right.
That's very polite.
You're doing okay.
Seem very Japanese.
I understand why it's blurry. Like, I take stationary photos that turn out blurry. You put a robot on a rock, like a supersonic rock, spinning and flying through outer space.
You know, would be an absolutely fantastic ad for the new Samsung Note 9.
It would be.
To take that photo, design it so it looks proper, and then be like, they should have used the Galaxy Note 9. Or the Samsung Note 9, and then they could have had a perfect photo, but they didn't. Oh well.
Dude, okay, so
return to lobby, please.
Oh,
I think it was the final race.
Oh, okay. So hear me out.
Yeah.
You know the Voyager, right?
The Star Trek?
The satellite that is like past the solar system now.
Yeah. It's outside of the solar system, and Nick, you left the lobby, by the way.
I don't know what happened with that. It just kind of started loading, and then I was somewhere else.
I sent you an invite.
Yeah.
So they loaded up, they loaded up the Voyager with a bunch of shit, like, a plaque and some Beatles songs and shit like that, right?
Better be the good ones.
If we launched another one of those today, what are we talking on there?
Gucci Gang.
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of getting at, right? Because it's the most popular track on there, right?
Yeah.
Out there in the world. You got to put Gucci Gang in there. Aliens get to hear it for the first time.
I think they should put death grips on it. Let the aliens, though, are capable of advanced polyrhythms.
It's actually not a bad idea. I mean, having an advanced and sophisticated understanding of music probably speaks to a good communication articulation. So I would say that's a good idea to tell them that.
You know what we should do? We
Dillinger.
should just we should put a gun on it. So when they pick it up, they're like, "Oh shit, these guys aren't fucking around."
Yeah, and then put a note on the gun, and it says, "We don't call the Galactic Police."
Oh, you're saying vigilante justice.
Yeah,
we just, you can't trust the police.
Shoot first.
As an Earthling man, born in August.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. You were driving underneath me?
Did you? I think you shot me in the middle of the air.
I don't know what happened there.
Bye, Rob.
Yeah, I'm dead. Rip.
There's also no music in this one. Because you were in last place, I guess, out of...
Yeah, last or second.
I wasn't. I died, and other cars passed me after I died.
Oh, maybe you need to collect more fruit in this one.
Yeah, what kind of fruit did you have access to?
I don't know. I just used up a power, so...
Maybe that's the problem. Should have kept your fruit.
Could have been, yeah.
Dude, you're right. We should send Ram Ranch up there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Glebe Glorp. 18 cock-thirsty aliens getting fucked in their sleep, in their cryo sleep.
We should just send up, like,
Ranch.
Independence Day, Alien, Prometheus.
Yeah.
And Bob.
Let them know how we really feel about them when they...
we're very afraid of aliens.
We really are.
You know what movie doesn't make you afraid of aliens?
Ram
Close
Ranch.
Encounters of the Third Kind.
Sort of, but it's still like...
extraterrestrial.
I mean, they ruined Richard Dreyfuss's life.
The
That dude
Ranchers?
was making mashed potato mountains. Like he
Oh,
lost
that's
his damn mind.
Cocoon.
I haven't seen Cocoon, but I have read the synopsis on
Or-
Wikipedia.
It is not good.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Yeah.
I was gonna say species, because it's like
Species? You guys see Species with Natasha Henstridge? She's a lead actress from Ghost of Mars.
If we just put gay porn in the time capsule, would they think that that's how our physiology works?
Probably.
I mean, they searched a lot of our buttholes already, right?
Yeah, are you implying that it's not how it works?
No, I mean, like, if we want to... Sorry, I didn't put that in proper context. Like, that's how maybe they think we have babies or something.
Yeah, they would think like boy babies are from boys having sex with boys, and girl babies are from girls having sex with girls.
Holy shit. That would just be two different human species on planet Earth.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Pretty weird.
Living relatively peacefully with another intelligent species. Good one.
That'd be so
Danny
weird.
Villeneuve.
If a boy
we
could get
did
you
eat
pregnant.
all of the other ones that lived on Earth.
Right. Well, I mean, there's no other intelligent species on Earth. I'm sorry if that's controversial.
The jellyfish.
Hey, I'm as a Proto-European, I have 2% Neanderthal DNA in my body right now. So
But maybe we just don't know how. The IQ test is designed to measure human intelligence. We don't know. Maybe dolphins are really smart in their own dolphin sort of way.
Some people talk to them.
You know, they fuck each other in the blowhole sometimes.
I mean, if we
It's a sign of
use that as a
intelligence.
measurement of stupidity, human beings would be like way down there.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean way up there?
Well, I mean, we would be way up there on the stupidity scale.
If dolphins put their dicks in each other's blowholes and people put iron rods down their penis urethras,
Right. Their penis urethra.
as opposed to
wanna
the
get-
other
Billy,
urethras.
Right, yeah.
Are you putting a steel rod in your penis urethra again?
I told you, only the one in the ear.
No, bud, I ain't doing it again.
No, this was like a mother-son situation.
Oh.
I didn't, now you've got it like
I
two
thought it was Bert and
platonic
Ernie.
roommates.
Yeah, it sounded
Oh,
like Bert
okay.
and Ernie, yeah.
Are we stuck loading?
I mean, I think I won, but the race hasn't decided it's over yet.
Oh, I'm loading.
I'm loading.
Oh,
Actually, I'm hearing sound effects and cars moving.
yeah,
Let me
you guys
too.
just started driving,
Nope.
and now the race is over.
All right. You know.
As I informed you, I cannot be defeated.
Yeah, clearly. I guess I'll Alt F4?
Yeah, it
Are
sounds
you
like a
still
good time.
loading, or what's going
Still
on?
loading.
Yeah.
You see Frozen Castle?
Yep.
Oh, now I do.
Oh, it just
Okay.
worked.
All right. Oh, there we go.
Let's go.
Did she? I think she says "Let's win" in a very creepy voice. I don't know if I like that. You guys, what do you guys think? What's the over/under on this game being just a money laundering operation?
No, don't be mean.
Probably 0. But
You think so?
I do sort of wonder, like, what inspires you to... You have to know as you're making this. Like, it's not as good as Sonic. It's not as good as Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And your gimmick is that there's fruits. So, like, you just wonder, like, there must have been a huge case of burnout there. Like, who at the studio was like, nah, I really believe in All-Star
It's
Fruit Race.
Criterion was burnout.
Honestly, what this feels like to me, because it's out on Switch, is they went, hey, if we can get, like, a kart racer out on Switch, all the
Right.
people that already own Mario Kart might consider picking it up, and then we can make money just by existing before it gets super saturated.
Yeah, that's a great point. Plus, we are playing it, so I mean, it does show that there is a void in the market as far as kart
I mean,
racing is
we
concerned.
bought it.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
see
man.
the cynicism here. I think it's just like a kind of chill, silly little racing game. It's
That's
I
fine.
think it's okay, yeah. I got nothing against it, really. It's just...
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, whoa!
What? Oh, I hit
I got-
an invisible ceiling?
Same.
well, you must be bad. I think that's a foul in the MLB.
I watched that part of yesterday's
Yeah.
show.
I was reading about baseball today.
Oh,
Were you?
why were you doing
Yeah.
that?
Oh, I was in bed, and I went to r/movies, and there was a post that was like, Moneyball is so good. And I clicked on it because I was like, hell yeah, it is. And then I was reading the discourse, and I was reading about, you know, how the movie focuses so much on like the players who were undervalued, but not so much on the superstars that the Oakland Athletics had, including Miguel Tejada, the Major League
Right.
Baseball MVP that year. So then I was like, why does everyone hate the LA Dodgers? And I Googled LA Dodgers, or I Googled why does everyone hate the LA Dodgers? And then I, you know, followed that down the rabbit hole for like 15 minutes, and then here I am.
Did you get back to when they left New York?
Yeah, I way back in like 1958 or something like that. It's so, dude, apparently that story is like you won't. That's the whole gist of the entire story. It's them being like, hey, give us a new stadium, or give us the ability to buy land to build a new stadium, or we'll leave. And they're like, no, you won't. And then they did.
Yeah, that does tend to happen. I mean, it just happened with the Chargers, right? And the Raiders too in the NFL.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think the Rams just didn't want to be there anymore.
People in chat keep going. They're talking about my video. Oh, fatal error, by the way.
Oh.
My video with Mathis where we played the Hunt Showdown.
Uh-huh.
And they just keep putting like question marks. And I'm like, what's the question mark for? I don't get what the question mark is for. It's in the video. The video speaks for itself.
How was the Hunt Showdown, by the way?
I think it's okay.
I am actually kind of excited for that game to be finished because it's kind of up my alley in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And, I think that it's kind of... Do they have more than just the spider boss in yet?
There are 2 bosses.
Oh, okay. Oh,
When I
that's
watched
good.
Krendor play it
spider.
like 6 months ago, it crashed every 5 minutes. I hope it's better now.
Yeah.
It never crashed for me, but I mean, I guess there's problems with it to some extent.
Yeah.
It
And
seems,
people camped everything.
Yeah, but I kind of like that. It's like a
Oh.
methodical kind of like competitive multiplayer game. But
Yeah.
anyway, you guys want to just move on to Golf It?
Yeah, sure.
Kind of, yeah.
Sick.
Do we have other people for Golf It?
Let me check. No.
Because Austin got mad at us
Yeah.
yesterday for going on early.
Who did?
Sorry, did I say Mathis? I meant Austin.
Oh, you got mad. Oh, because of the Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Makes
there's like a
sense.
ton of unlockables. I didn't even know.
Golf. Tee it up.
Cart customization. Apparently, you should play the single player for fruit racing because it unlocks all kinds of new car parts.
Yeah, that sounds like something that'll.
There's a
happen.
maple leaf. You just have to win the bronze cocoa cup. I'm sure you can do that.
All I gotta do is put 2 hours into All-Star Fruit Racing single player,
I'll do it.
and I could get a a decal for my
I
go-kart.
think it's fun.
Dude.
You ever play Mod Nation Racers? That game is my shit. You customize everything. You can make tracks, characters, carts, and everything's unlockable. It's like Little Big Planet. Wish they
Look,
brought
if I
that to
was
PC.
If I was to play a racing game right now, it would be F1 or the new Forza that is getting
Yeah.
absurdly good reviews.
Apparently,
think it
every
might-
car has a skill tree in that game,
Really?
which sounds
Now
awesome.
you're speaking my language.
That is actually cool. Like, I
What
like
about
that.
Dakar 8?
Is that a
Star Trek?
rally game?
It's the massive open world rally game where they don't give you tracks, they give you directions, and you have to like figure out where you're going, and sometimes your car gets stuck, and you got to dig holes under the wheels and put planks there to drive out.
Is it good?
It's got mixed reviews. I might play it anyway, though.
Mm.
I really like those games where you just kind of get lost in a massive area, and then you got to kind of find your way through.
Yeah. That sounds interesting. Can I transform into a robot?
Chat says it's awful.
See, like in Forza, it's got like a 93.
I don't want it to be awful. That sucks.
It's got like a really good score. Custom resolution.
Oh my god.
Dude, did they add a baseline into this?
I don't know.
I don't
hear
recall
one.
having ever heard this baseline.
To be honest with you.
Are you at the main menu?
Yeah. I didn't hear shit.
Yeah, I had to change the resolution. It also destroyed the call for a while, but I'm back now.
All right, I'm hosting. And private. I don't even remember what hot seat means. Players
seat.
infinity.
Hot seat is when you're locally playing and you switch the person who's in front of the computer.
Oh, they get into the seat that is hot.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
Robert, I do not see you online, and as a result, cannot invite you.
Give me uno momento, senorino.
I'm loading.
There we
Bless
go.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bless us.
Join in game. Hold on. I'll be in there in a second.
I mean, if you, oh, dude, even better.
There you go. Boom. I always like to skip the middleman, just go right to join game.
I could not be happier as a result of your choice.
Yeah.
Did you know you gain experience in Forza for streaming on Mixer? That's really funny. But hey, I mean, it's Microsoft, you know?
I kind of want to destroy something from hearing that. I don't know why I'm so mad.
I don't know if I hate that or maybe that.
I think
It's
you
kind of
absolutely
hilarious.
hate it.
Why?
Well, okay, so hear me out. It's not inherently a bad idea. Like, if Twitch did something like that with something, then it would just get more people on the platform.
Yeah.
So that's
Fuck
good.
off.
But why?
Not you guys. I just mean the concept in general of incentivizing a streaming platform by making the game easier because of that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah,
I mean, it's if you stream Forza. Not like if you stream League of Legends, you get to level 99 in Forza.
It's not okay.
I mean, it's just it's an interesting solution to the not being able to have a loot box problem, I suppose.
No.
Is it?
It's interesting. I didn't say it was good.
I'm
or
actually
bad.
with Rob. Is like I have no idea if I like it or dislike it, but I do find it compelling at least.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how that works.
It sets a kind of an awkward precedent that they can fuck with game mechanics based on external meta stimuli that have nothing to do with the game.
Well, you're right, but they already have been doing that for like a decade now. So like
So there's no time like the present to plant a tree or whatever, Fox says. That's the way it goes, right? No time like the present?
Yeah, sorta.
Plant a tree.
The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the
Exactly,
second best time is today. Yeah.
The second best time is 10 minutes ago, and the third best time is 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
You see where I'm going with that.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I guess in principle I see the problem.
boy.
Oh, that's way too hard.
Crop
the
is
problem
off. Okay.
is the problem in your mindset that it's like it poisons the game design.
Yeah, it's yet
I-
another one of those weird external variables that isn't to do with the game that messes with the game.
Yeah, I mean, and it does, right? Like, because that's what like having loot boxes. You're having the monetization model influence the game design, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's the same thing, but it is an intriguing way to do that.
I think it's kind of
suppose.
cool.
Yeah, it's
You
kind of
gonna go
interesting.
stream on Mixer?
Yeah, I think that might be enough to get me to pivot.
There you go.
Pets, is there any way I could get all of my subs auto
Transferred.
moved to
Transferred.
Mixer?
You're gonna have to ask Microsoft, I think, about that one.
That'd be funny. If you started streaming on Mixer, would we be allowed to stream with you?
Depends on our contracts.
I mean, are you asking me or are you?
I mean, I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess I'm asking Pets.
I think legally, you have to fight anybody that you know streams on another platform.
Right. It's like the Tarquin law in ancient Rome.
Exactly correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Fair
why
enough.
we would want to go to Mixer. I'm fine right here.
Well, the Forza experience.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
Predominantly.
Well, you could also just like dominate the entirety of Mixer's everything if you went over there.
That's very nice, but not completely true.
Well,
You
you'd
don't think
have
so?
like Renee also to fight.
A lot of my followers probably would not follow me there
I
because
disagree.
it's
I
a
doubt
different
that.
website to go from an inertia standpoint.
Hoi.
Nice.
Chat, is there anyone in there that would not go to Mixer to watch the NLSS? Say nay if no.
God damn it.
Plus, is there like Mixer Prime? That's like if you have a Microsoft Office subscription, you get one free subscription to give away. Yeah, staff, would you come and watch us? Anyway, it's all academic. Like, you know, we've been talking about it behind the scenes, or at least I don't know. I think I've been talking about it with Mathis. And
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
haven't talked about it to me at all.
Well, he's been asking. The squeaky wheel gets the cheese, you know.
Oh shit.
And you know,
Pets,
Twitch.
you better get on your shit. Talk to Mathis.
It's like the place to be for creators right now.
Is
Twitch.
it?
From inside baseball standpoint, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
I
you
mean-
meant Mixer. I was like,
No,
what?
no. Well, like I guess if you're starting from zero, I have no idea. But if you're given the option between like YouTube and Twitch as somebody who's semi-established, I would tell them like Twitch 1,000%.
Because if Mathis somehow poisoned the well and made it be like all of us have to go to Mixer, I am done. I'm out. I'm out.
I don't think he has that kind of power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've known him for a long time. His influence is very weak. It pretty much extends to Project Zomboid and then like conventions, but not any conventions that take place on the coast, exclusively in landlocked states in the Midwest. And
well, there's a Dragon Con tag
on like in Twitch chat.
They're in the new tag system. There's a Dragon Con specific tag, so they covered Mathis.
Okay, so first, can
Nothing
I
for
say
indie games
Twitch,
though.
Twitch, I like the tag system. It's good.
I think you need an indie game thing in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna update it, hopefully. But you know, right now, as an initial thing, I like it. Secondly, I don't know if you guys had this, but I had it for literally like a day. It's gone now. But did you guys see Chapters?
No.
Okay,
Chapters.
So yeah, so I went
Canadian bookstore.
Maybe I'm leaking. Maybe I'm leaking some
Don't
sensitive
do it, Rob.
information here.
Do it.
You're gonna have to stream on Mixer.
So for like a day, I had these things called Chapters, and I would go into a VOD, right? Like I could even go into my own VODs, and every time I changed the game name, it would automatically create a chapter.
That's how they were doing it.
Yeah,
you geniuses.
it was a great idea.
They told me you were gonna have multiple games per VOD, but I didn't know what the actual functional way they were gonna implement that was.
Yeah, I just realized. Yeah. No, that's what I saw, and it was cool. Like, and it worked perfectly too.
So that's why they took it away.
Yeah, right. Of course. Yeah.
Joking.
Hear me out here, Twitch. Why don't you fire like 90% of your staff and put the rest of them just on the bounty board?
Yeah. Why don't you fire the rest of your staff and hire me?
Why don't you fire no one and continue to do what you're doing pretty relatively well?
Okay, that's a good point. Hear me out. Why don't you fire anyone who's left at Telltale Games and hire me?
Oh, that's just mean. What did they do to you?
This is almost political, and that's why I like it, because it's like laundered politics.
Right, yeah.
So there was the Telltale Games thing happened, and obviously the way that they treated their employees was horrible, right?
Yeah, apparently,
Like really, really bad. Where they were like, you know, the new hires moved across the country, and then like 4 days later, they were like, "You're fired without."
That's
severance.
fucking awful.
Yeah,
but Telltale Games then made a tweet that was like, "Hey, just so you know, we've got like a lot of partners that are, you know, considering helping us finish The Walking Dead season 2." And there were a lot of tweets that were like, please make sure your workers get severance first. And I wanted to ask some clarifying questions. Because what business on earth is going to sign up to finish Telltale's game with the added cost of having to pay 225 workers severance first?
Yeah. Wouldn't they just buy the license and do it themselves?
They'll just not pay the severance is what they'll do.
Yeah. No, I know.
So what are the clarifying questions?
Well, the clarifying question is like, why would, let's say we're talking about like, you know, a company in the games industry that actually has money, so basically Tencent. Why would they step in and be like, yeah, like we volunteer to pay severance for the workers?
Yeah, well, you know, the kindness of their hearts, I suppose.
But I mean, they didn't kill the business.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, Telltale is apparently being taken to court right now over this.
See, that seems like the right way to solve it.
Yeah, that's good. The actually, I completely forgot what I was gonna say, so never mind.
Court related?
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson?
No, well, no, Jay.
Cosby?
Robert Durst? Oh, Cosby. It was probably Cosby.
Yeah,
I saw his jail menu, and it looked pretty okay, actually.
Wait, his menu?
Yeah, on I think it's today. It's either today or tomorrow. He's getting like a slice of cheese pizza. You can get a hamburger or a tofu burger. Which I don't know. He's really taking the tofu burger, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I was watching like Good Mythical Morning, they did like an MRE taste test. And as expected, there was one vegetarian option, and it came in last. Tell me if this sounds appetizing to you. It was vegetarian taco-style pasta.
What?
No.
That
Pasta
there's
in a taco style.
With
I don't even
ketchup
want
on it.
non-vegetarian style taco style. What does that even mean?
Well, I would try it.
Of course.
But I
just
don't
out
think
of
I'm
curiosity's sake more than anything else. Like, I was talking about it with Kate, and I was like, what the hell is taco pasta?
Would you give it to
And
the
it
cat?
also said it had vegetable crumbles, which is like, I don't even know, that's like a stock cube or something like that. Just
Nah, dude, it's cauliflower. They riced up some cauliflower. That's
you
what
were
they did.
probably correct.
That's the
Anyway.
only thing you don't crumble. Crumbles are for cheese.
Yeah.
It seemed terrible,
Yeah.
which I completely understand.
Crumbles are
but-
for cheese.
Dude, I was actually
do
reading
that.
about the Navy
Yes.
and
Are you
how...
considering a vocational change?
No, although I've always thought that, like, if I was going to go into the military, I'd pick Navy, probably. But
You do love semen.
I was...
I was looking for the right way to throw it in there. I just
That's
didn't
a
quite
good joke.
know.
I like that. Yeah, no, that was good. I enjoyed that one. Anyway, so I was just reading like some Siemens accounts. And
That semen
apparently,
furniture.
apparently officers still, like, in the modern era, get fed better than just like the regular servicemen. Which I suppose maybe it shouldn't be surprising.
It's to
but
encourage them
sense.
to move up in the ranks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But then I did read
Clean your
one
room.
account that said that on a submarine, the food is generally better than most other assignments.
Okay.
Well, they want to avoid it like a Pandorum situation.
Right, yeah, it's to keep morale high since you're stuck inside a fucking iron tube underneath the ocean for like 20 years.
The only excitement being, blown up by the enemy.
Well, if you find the
right.
sphere at the bottom of the ocean, that's pretty exciting.
A little Samuel L. Jackson, Dustin Hoffman,
Yeah, man.
Sharon Stone sort of reference.
Not only do you get to eat well, but you also get to die alone on the bottom of the ocean.
No, many of them, at least in the Michael Crichton novel, escaped. And then they all gave away their alien powers, except at the end, one of them goes, maybe I didn't. Dun, dun, dun. And then that's where the sequel, Cube, comes in.
Oh boy. They try every
What
different
about-
pyramid cylinder. They're all great movies.
Did you guys ever see that one Ed Harris movie where they're underwater?
Yes,
And I forget
The Abyss.
The Abyss. That's the
That
one,
is
yeah.
a good movie.
I like
Wait.
The Abyss.
Is that the one I'm thinking of? They all get super paranoid at one point and they start killing each other?
That is
Or is
Sphere.
that Sphere? Oh, that is Sphere.
Yeah, that's Sphere. Yeah. That one's Sphere.
The Abyss is the one where James Cameron allegedly almost let his actors drown on set in order to
Jesus.
get a real reaction out of them.
That's much to do. Don't do that.
Well, there was that one terrifying scene, which I'm sure was actually not great for you, Ryan, where that lady gets murdered by a bunch of jellyfish.
Dude, maybe that was what actually caused my anxiety, because I did watch that movie relatively young.
Yeah, I think it could be.
It also, that's the one where Ed Harris breathes the liquid.
Yes, the
oxygen,
perfluorocarbon.
and
yeah.
Dude.
I absolutely hate it.
You're
Like,
gonna have a rough time with Ava then, because the main character is breathing in that fluorocarbon all the time, and that
maybe that's where they got the inspiration.
So
every
here's the
time.
thing. This is actually why I brought it up. Is because of that perfluorocarbon.
The
Because I remember,
fluorocarbon.
yeah, I remember reading a long time ago that was
Help.
actually the chemical, but I still, like, to this day, I'm very sure that definitely was not, right? Like, that was no way that Ed Harris was breathing in water and being fine, right?
Sorry, can you say that question again?
And so in the scene where Ed Harris puts on the fish tank and it's got all the pink juice in it and he's drinking it but also breathing oxygen.
Yeah.
I remember reading a long time ago that that he was actually doing that. Like,
You're
that was
saying Ed
actually
Harris
perfluorocarbon.
literally breathed water in that scene.
Right, well,
I don't believe.
I
That
don't
seems
either.
highly
right?
abusive to do to an actor.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to say I don't think he did that.
I don't think he did either, but I would love to know.
Apparently, someone in chat says It's used for torture because it feels like you're drowning, but you will live.
What?
Really?
That's some.
Wait, so it's
absolutely-
real? You can really breathe it?
That's some twisted up stuff, man.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Oh my god.
So wow. Okay, wow.
Did you change the map?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
already changed. Just the music stays the
Oh
same.
yeah, just nothing changed, so I didn't know.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
the golf with your friends copy
You
map.
figured it out.
Right.
Internally, I had bets on how long it was going to take somebody to notice. And the
Nice.
answer is less than one shot.
I have seen this map several times.
It's been a long time since we played golf with your friends.
I
too.
miss it.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks,
maybe they
Internet
could rework
Terrorist.
Their engine. Someone
And, like-
outed Internet Terrorist to me, by the way. I know your
Oh, shit.
username in my chat. So
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
just saying, you know, consider yourself on notice right now.
Oh shit.
You got to put
you
him
can
up
have-
on the big board like Colbert did.
You can have one final trolling session and be banned forever, or you could disappear into the ether and just, you know, like what's it, DB Cooper. You could be DB Cooper. I'm not gonna tell anybody. Just stop messing with our game.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah,
Is he a sub?
yeah, probably.
Oh.
I don't know if that
Better
makes it
be.
better or worse.
He definitely better be. At that point,
You should be a tier 3 if you fuck with the show that much.
I basically don't care what you say to me or do to me if you're a sub. That's the dirty little secret. is like,
Yeah.
There's people. Whenever somebody trolls me in chat, I say, "Go ahead and sub if you're gonna troll me like that." And sometimes they do, idiots.
Let me say, one time I think I timed out someone making Tomo into pasta, and it was like for 10 minutes, and I think Ryan was more likely to ban me than the person who made Tomo into
I was
pasta.
a little bit perturbed because I don't mind Tomo getting made into pasta.
I don't like it. I don't like seeing your cat turning into pasta like that.
I mean, it's just an emote though.
I know. It just doesn't
Like
feel
if
good.
I wanted to, I could give Tomo a gun right now. It's just to be like,
Do not give Tomo a gun.
Lion Sleep 2 HCJ gun, right? HCJ gun 2. That's it right there. Now Tomo's got a gun.
Oh shit! Everybody
Tomo's
get
got
down!
a gun.
If you wanted to, you could make the gun look like it's pointing at Tomo, like Lion Sleep.
Oh, don't do that!
Why are we
Like that.
doing this now?
Don't point your
It's
gun.
art.
And you have half a cat.
No, the other half is just hidden behind my username.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, he's probably hiding behind your leg because he's afraid because somebody's pointing a gun
Well,
at him, and
so
his father is like, "Yeah, this is fine."
The question is, I believe I'm subscribed also, so why
Yeah.
don't I get equal treatment to the other subscriber?
You get equal treatment. You can call me a shithead if you want, or
Oh.
a bald bitch. You get like one of
I
those
don't
a
really
day
want to
for
do
free.
those things. So
And
I,
if you want, I don't care if you time out non-subs. If you time out a
Okay.
sub, they better have said something horrible.
I really just want to time out people who turn Tomo into pasta because I think it's unethical.
You shit bald bitch. You shithead bald bitch. You shit bald. Anyway, you get the idea.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, you dirty bitch, John!
That was it.
Ooh.
Mad.
Can we add John into this? Just
Dude,
grab the
wow.
voice files, just play
Can
them.
we invite John on the show?
Bless us.
Because he seems to
Bless
be
us.
aware.
I
Oh, I'm
forgot about this course.
Yeah, this is the worst.
Nick
Where it
is a
just
bald
turns and
bitch.
reveals the ground underneath it.
Oh, it's so. It just
It's
grosses me
highly
out.
non-Euclidean.
Yeah.
It's not right. This is some annihilation shit, dude. Like
Yeah.
as the thing rotates, the texture stays
Yeah.
in the same position.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it
It's
at
like
all.
the object is rotating, but the texture is like a sheet on top of it.
It's just
Oh, no.
morphing. Oh, it's just. Oh, I don't like it at all. And then, oh yeah, and the hole is so
I'm stuck.
awful too. Look at the hole.
Look at the scaling on the sides as it turns. It actually, it switches from one texture into another that's the same texture.
It just makes me so
It's like
uncomfortable.
rhino skin.
Well, the
Yeah.
physics worked.
It's a very cursed level.
I gotta understand the physics of, or not the physics, but the technical reason why it does that with the texture. Oh, it's because it's a mesh that's turning and the texture is attributed to the mesh, but the mesh isn't a model. So
I
it's-
choose to believe that there's like an extra dimensional being we can't
Away
really
from it.
see but it's inside of that. So as it turns, it's like, this is how it looks to us.
It's
But then he's
calculating
like-
the texture as the mesh turns, but it's not like it's solid. What
This
did
feels like one
Six-Sided
of those
say?
levels that takes like 80% of your CPU resources just to render that texture.
It's world space coordinates, so they don't need to UV map anything. Oh, that must be to speed up the FPS, because they had trouble with that before. I don't like it either. They just recently added pipes and stuff to the editor, too.
What is the situation on their hops?
I haven't checked on the hops. You'd probably want to use Golf with Your Friends for that, because that's an
Yeah,
Australian-developed one, and they have kangaroos.
Oh, really?
They love beer over there.
That's true.
Yeah.
We drink beer.
Are you Australian?
That's
Are you speaking
politics.
for the Australian?
No,
I believe
that's a
politics
Kavanaugh.
situation.
Oh, it's a
We drink beer.
I only followed it on Twitter today.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to it.
We drink
really.
beer. We still do.
I'm in like we have like our own mayoral election that it's
Yeah.
becoming like increasingly clear. I just have no idea who I'm gonna vote for. So like,
You gonna vote for
I gotta-
Mayo?
well, I just don't like voting for a mayoral election. It seems so quaint in 2018. Like I'm still gonna do it, but the mayors are like, we like bikes. We
Rob
hate
Ford.
bikes." And I'm like, that's what we're gonna. It's just bikes, and then like they're like, we're gonna fix the housing market, and I'm like, you can't do that.
Dude, I think I know, like, I'm not supposed to, but I think I might have. I think I'm there. I think I'm at the political fatigue level where it's just like, I can't handle it anymore. It's just too much.
You gotta go to
It's too
another
much stuff.
country for like a month. It helps a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it
Well,
helps for like a week, and then it doesn't anymore.
Well, I've got a little slice of England right here next to me.
That's-
Mwah!
Oh, okay. Well, that's cute.
Yeah. Well, I kissed her bicep, so.
Oh.
Mhm.
Can you ask Jess how she felt about my British cheese rankings?
Ooh.
No cave
I
cheese though.
like Red Leicester a little
Yo.
bit more. But
Red
it was
Leicester is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never seen Red Leicester.
It's
Maybe not.
just
No.
red or cheddar.
It's a lot better than Mo.
Oh, okay.
And I love cheddar. Though.
She's a bit. She'll eat just shredded cheddar on a plate.
Oh, what's up with though? There's like some shredded cheese is good, and then some shredded cheese literally has like a powder inside of the bag.
I don't eat
talking
that.
about the pre-shredded stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Shit,
don't,
my-
You don't like the
I don't
powder?
like that.
No, the
Well.
powder isn't it just like a non-stick agent?
Yeah,
or
it's to keep
something
them
like
from
that?
clumping up because there's a little bit of moisture. Otherwise, you get a big cheese
Right.
ball when you got the thing.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
that.
I like
I'm
the
not a fan
powder.
of that either. Yeah.
It doesn't taste like anything. It's just there to give you a little bit of a, it's a less binding agent.
Oh,
It's good.
someone said it's potato.
It's like an
Oh, it's
industrial
potato
byproduct.
starch.
Oh,
That's why I like it. I love potatoes.
that's fair. That makes me more likely. It's like a little ground Pringle, like a Pringle crumble.
Grand Pringle.
Grand Pringle. You did not know the Grand Pringle.
Grand Pringle.
Have you guys ever had vegan cheese?
Like Dia?
I don't know. I actually don't know any
Might
vegan.
be
Dianetics.
Well, I mean, much better than Krishnov.
R.A. Krishnov?
That was very quick-witted, actually.
No, I don't think I've ever had the vegan cheese actually.
I've only heard about it in jokes where people are like, "Oh my god, vegan cheese is so gross." But I'm kind of curious. I want to try it.
Practicing.
Yeah,
It's basically the
that's
same thing.
and
What is
that's
it
not, that's
made
also
of?
not cheese.
Is it made
Um,
of soy milk?
Probably.
native.
That's what I'd guess. Yeah.
Golf.
More like diarrhea.
Oh.
There are some that are really bad. Yeah, and we've been talking about it a lot, but like the only specific vegan food or vegetarian food I'm eager to try right now is the Beyond Burger, or the Impossible Burger.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is like
Mm,
I will
like
go
your
out of
name
my
better.
way a little bit to try that, but
You should. Do you have any are there any bear burgers in Canada?
bear burgers,
Yeah.
like a bear meat, or is that a
No.
chain?
Yeah, it's a chain. Yeah.
Oh,
it's a
okay. I
chain.
literally thought it was a burger made out of
You
a
can
bear.
you
no,
can eat
but
bear.
I'd eat that.
I mean,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
Yeah, I'd try it.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone remark upon the bear's taste, but I would try it.
I've heard people say it's not good.
They're gonna say it's gamey, right? Because it's something you shot.
That's
Yeah.
what they always say. If something's not chicken, beef, or pork, it's always
gamey.
It's gamey, yeah.
Well, this lamb was rather gamey. It's like a shorthand for like I don't know what I'm tasting.
Yeah.
I don't have any nuanced views on things like taste, so I know this word.
Yeah. So we had last year or
Bless
2 years
us.
ago for our anniversary, we
Bless
had
us.
rabbit. I mean, how does it taste? It's a little gamey.
I would say rabbit was a bit delicate.
What was the game level? Roughly?
It had a higher fat content than something like chicken.
Absolutely true.
Really?
In the context that I ate it, which was Hassenpfeffer, is the German rabbit with pepper, essentially.
Oh yeah,
It was very highly peppery, so it maybe masked a little bit of the texture with the flavor. I enjoyed it. I would eat it again.
Last night I had a great idea for a project I'm never gonna do. But it was like an Adult Swim style cooking show. It's like a little 10-minute Food Network sort of thing, but you cook awful foods that nobody should eat. And then it's one of those things where you have people go like, hey, wait a minute, is this real or is this fake? So the first recipe that I had was going to be for peppersy. And I was going to frame it as if it was like a Tunisian delicacy. And it's just Pepsi and then a couple of spins of the pepper grinder. And then you drink it and you go, bon appetit.
That's,
Bone apple tea.
that's how they make Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's right. I think that's the secret sauce for that.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Hoy.
About this song.
Yeah, I see, dude. I'm actually very interested in trying weird meat.
Oh, dude.
I think,
we know.
I think everyone on the show is aware of my
human.
Yeah, well, I mean the human, but like whenever I have the opportunity, like the last time I was in Florida,
Hoy.
or 2 times ago that I was in Florida, I had alligator, and that was it was fine.
I feel like it would be very stiff.
Gamey?
No, like it would be really chewy and like not tasty. It would mostly just be more of a texture than a taste.
So it was not chewy, but the thing that I
Dry?
will say is that I had alligator tails specifically,
Yeah.
and they were cooked in like fried like chicken nuggets basically. So
Okay.
like they were.
Oh, they were like. I thought you meant they were cooked in chicken nuggets.
They were
Like, it
nuggetized.
was like an oil basket, but instead it went into a vat of chicken nuggets and came out cooked.
That's real weird.
I was like, hey, when in
I would-
Florida.
Right. Yeah. That's
I thought that was what a chicken fried steak was.
that's also not what a chicken.
Did they do fried eggplant strips? Is that a thing?
Probably. Yeah.
Dude, we were talking recently about vegetables, and I was saying like I only dislike like 3 vegetables, but you've reminded me I dislike eggplant.
I think you haven't had a good preparation of it.
I don't know, man.
It's one of those vegetables that is highly dependent on the things around it.
I really like baba ganoush.
Baba ganoush.
About 30% of the enjoyment is from saying it.
Yeah.
But every time I eat it, I'm like, this is like a worse zucchini.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know it makes me a bad Italian, but I also don't like eggplant. Not a big eggplant
Can't
guy.
get over hearing the one time Ethan Klein referred to his nuts as baba ganoush. I can never think of that word without thinking about him holding his nuts now.
Yeah,
So it's kind of
new H3,
spoiled.
H3 today.
It's kind of spoiled the whole thing.
Conversely, whenever I hear Baba Ganoush, I can only think of Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
Oh, okay.
Half the characters on that show are named Baba Ganoush.
I don't know why, but for some reason I'm picturing Adam Sandler and You Don't Mess with the Zohan, but I haven't actually seen the movie. But it seems like the kind of movie where like his stupid partner in crime, played by Steve Buscemi, would be named like Vic Baba Ganoush or something like that.
Hey, did you know that he was a volunteer firefighter and blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, so you got to work on your mushroom consumption and your eggplant consumption, and you're going to be right there.
So basically I need to just be forced to go to Italian restaurants
eateries
for like a year straight.
Yeah.
I'll learn to appreciate pasta more. I'll learn to appreciate tomatoes,
Dude, if you're all I'm saying is if you're going the vegetarian way, you should learn to appreciate pasta because it's delicious and very vegetarian.
Here's something for you. Why is nobody talking about how good tortellini is?
Tortellini is good.
Because
I
they'd
feel
rather have ravioli?
Well, yeah, but ravioli is like so much more expensive.
Yeah.
That's why they're not
Tortellini
talking
is-
about it, though.
It's like the cheapest pasta ever made. It's stuffed with delicious ingredients.
Yeah.
It's very filling.
I don't like
It's
the
a
ratio as
beautiful-
much as ravioli.
But it's so cheap.
Okay.
Is it?
Tortellini is like, it's not as cheap as just getting like, you know, a package of dried spaghetti or penne or something like that.
Right.
But it's already like, it's prepared food.
If you put some like crab inside of it, it's going to be fucking
What are you-
expensive.
That is true.
If with tortellini, I haven't prepared it in a long time. Do you have to refrigerate that? You have to refrigerate it, right?
I usually
Yes,
get it
Yeah, it's fresh
frozen.
tortellini, right?
Because it usually has like dairy in it, like
you
some
can
kind
freak
of
it.
like a ricotta or something.
Right. So that, I mean, I'm gonna posit a guess, and I'm gonna say that's probably why. Because with other pastas, you can just keep it in your cupboard for like 40 years.
That's true.
That's why it's
Pasta
cheap.
later. No, that's why people don't talk about tortellinis.
Oh, it's hidden. No, wait. What's the argument?
People have limited fridge space, so they don't want to
Correct. Yeah.
buy tortellini. I will say we bought a bunch of tortellini and then never ate it, and it went bad. So
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah.
Freeze it.
Rob,
Yeah,
how's your
should've frozen
refrigerator
it.
right now?
Good. It's stocked.
Is it stocked so we'd have to like figure out a way to get something into it if we wanted to?
Once ask me in a couple of days
Okay.
when me and Jess have cooked things that require leftovers.
Yeah, I want to do
Leftovers.
another session of Rob's fridge Tetris because that was fun and made you really
Alright.
angry.
It's pretty, I mean, it's pretty filled right now. You know.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's good.
let's go.
Good fridge.
I
It's
actually
quality.
I consider my freezer accomplishes like 2 things right now. 3 things. It has ice packs in case, I don't know, like I get a bruise on my leg or something. And
Smart,
then it
yeah.
has ice cream.
Nice.
I
And
got
then
some
it's
cookie dough ice cream the other day, and I don't usually get that. I'm real
yeah.
happy with it right now.
I like that. Yeah.
The third thing is it's a graveyard for food that I
Yeah.
delayed the pain of throwing out and
Old
instead went,
beef.
oh, we better freeze that. And then
Yeah.
We've got one beef patty from March 2016, and that's just going to stay there for the next 3 years.
Actually, my freezer has a third thing, which is that like, buy like a big hunk of some kind of meat and be like, oh, I'm gonna make something really interesting with that, and then never really get around to unfreezing it.
Old
and,
bread?
Yeah,
you do
like
old bread?
meat bread.
No, you don't do old bread like it's going to go off, so you put it in the freezer to keep it for a bit longer.
Oh no, like I said, look, I know how chat's gonna react to this, but I've already told them this.
Okay.
I have my bread in the fridge, so
I can't bring myself to freeze a bread.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't generally enjoy
Yeah.
the texture of it either after the fact. It's just like a last move. It's a desperation play.
That's if bread's going bad, it's gone. I throw it in the trash
Yeah.
yeah.
or the organic bin because I'm a liberal.
I'm a liberal too. I don't have an organic spin.
Do you guys do compost in your
No.
township,
No.
county? No, really?
See, we're liberals. We don't do the same things.
Yeah, I'm just you say that, but
What do you mean by that?
oh, I was just making a joke. I
Okay.
will say though, the whole time Kate was gone, I was doing the compost, and then like really absentmindedly, I was a little late going to pick her up from the airport. I took the compost down and just threw it in the trash compactor, and then went ooh, and I like stuck my hand in for a second, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not putting my hand in the trash compactor to get the compost out. That's just
Absolutely not worth
just
it.
accept it's gone. That's
Yeah.
my fault, and don't do it next time.
What a shit thing to lose a hand over.
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
my ethics. But like on a really, really small scale.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on the bright side, you would add more value to that compost, right? It'd have some human hand.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was also kind of like, it's all organic, so it's gonna break down anyway. It's not like it's gonna
Well, what
You
is
know.
this LMAO fucking Americans? What? What did we do?
We don't compost. That's what it is.
Fucking Americans. You think I want a bear coming in my house?
Look, I
Wacky,
pay good money
silly.
in taxes to not have to worry about things that other people in the world have to worry about, okay?
I don't know. People, someone in chat said, you could go unplug the garbage, like the trash compactor, right? I don't know where that. This trash compactor is like the size of the Incredible Hulk. It's not like a little thing. I go like a paper shredder. Bzz, there's my trash. It's a hulking
It's
monstrosity.
actually larger than the Incredible Hulk.
It
Yeah.
probably is.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's plugged in.
What do they want you to do? Unplug it and get in there?
Then jump in the trash compactor. Hope nobody
Yeah.
comes down absentmindedly and crushes me, so I can get 6 banana peels and a can of chickpeas out of it.
Dude, I can't. I just want to imagine those people living in an apartment going down to the super and be like, "Hey, can you turn off the trash compactor for the entire
Dude,
building? Because I want to save these banana peels."
Oh, you think we have a super?
I've done it to get into the cardboard compactor before when I worked at GameStop. I had to go in there, like, my whole body and crunch down some of the cardboard because it would get stuck. And so basically I was just, like, ready to have a Star Wars moment and get crushed.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Is
it's,
that
like,
part of the
very
job
slow. It's
description?
very slow moving. The idea that me getting crushed in there is possible is kind of like the scene from Austin Powers where the dude's coming at him with the steamroller
Yeah.
and he's like, "Stop!" So I'm pretty sure I'd make it out. It wasn't like an Indiana Jones grabbing his hat moment. I did a
That
lot of
is one of the-
references there.
That's a really fucked up thing to ask, like, a GameStop employee to do.
Why?
Yeah,
It's not in your job description to
Yeah,
get
it's not
crushed
at all.
by an industrial machine.
and
No, it
I'm
was-
sure you didn't sign a liability contract.
Yeah,
about
exactly.
going into the
That
garbage
wasn't-
compactor.
Well, yeah, and like the guy that was cleaning out the light bulbs that smashed in the freaking dumpster, he probably didn't. He didn't sign up for that either. They had to actually shut down the mall for a little while because of that.
Jesus. You should
He was
fucking
not
sue
very
him, man.
bright and threw a bunch of freaking light bulbs in the thing. Like, you don't do that anyway.
It's like when I used to work in, like, insurance processing as a student. Sometimes they would be like, "Oh, all right, all the men in the office, we got a new shipment of tables today, so your
Yeah.
job for the morning is to bring them in." And I'm
Oh, I
like,
would have been super down to do that.
I mean, I was too, because it killed the brain-numbing monotony of just plugging into their proprietary software over and over.
I don't.
But I was also like, if I get injured, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Is that I didn't sign up for a job moving tables. I am like a pasty, weak.
That's so weird. I
computer
never
guy,
thought
more or
about
less.
any of that. At the time when I was at work, I was like, I'm down to do anything that this job requires.
Dude, if my boss came to me with that, I'd be like, "You gonna pay me hazard pay?"
Yeah.
Because if not, get the fuck
No,
out
it
of
wasn't
here.
even
I'm
like
not
there
doing
was
that.
no chain of command in those situations. I was just like, well, it's stuck. I need to make it not stuck, so I'll do the thing I need to do that.
Yeah.
It was more like I'm just gonna save the trouble for the next person to come to the compactor. Is really what it was.
Well,
All
the
I'm saying-
owner of the GameStop should come
No,
to the
it-
compactor then. And
It was
Yeah.
a mall, so like it was
Bobby
shared
Kotick.
between a ton of different places. I don't think there was all that much hazard in that.
I don't know.
Am I wrong?
I think it's like a young person's mindset too. Is just like, well, this is my job, so I'm gonna do what they tell me to do.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
nobody
what I
told
would
me.
do-
It was just like I need to make this work.
Oh, I would not have done that. Absolutely not. That's the morning crew's problem, as far as I'm concerned.
No, I hate that because sometimes I'm the morning crew and I don't want to be that guy.
Well, then it's the afternoon crew's problem.
There are only 2 shifts generally.
I'd be calling up the boss.
How much
I mean,
hazard?
back when I was 20, I would have done it for sure and not said anything. And they would have, they would have been like, "Good job, Ryan," and I'd be like, "Oh, that's thank you is all I need, sir."
Dude, I don't even want to thank you. It didn't seem like a problem at all. And I'm still not like upset about it. Of all the things they did, that wasn't a problem.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
would-
always think like if there's a messy job or like a dangerous, that was an
69.
incredibly close game. Look at that.
Wow. Yeah.
If there's like a messy or dangerous job that's not a part of your job description, you kick it up the chain until the
Right.
man who gets all the money for not doing any of the work except signing checks pays somebody to do
Yeah.
it or does it himself.
Yeah,
Or herself,
absolutely.
for
That person doesn't rarely or hardly ever comes to the place, so like
matter. You
it would
call
take
Bobby Kotick and you get him here.
it would slow down everything to go through that process, so you just don't do it.
Good. I'll do it. They can.
It's just
I
not
forgot about
practical.
this song, dude.
Yeah.
I'm back at the menu, I guess.
Yeah, it
Oh.
sent you an invite there.
Alright.
I also like when I worked at a not-for-profit, and they made a promotional video, like one of those training videos that you would see, where like, hey, you're working at Wendy's. Here's the jingle for like, you push down the burger for 3 seconds till the juices run clear.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
They filmed that at my office, and they were like, you want to be like in the video instead of working? And I was like, absolutely. That one I'll do, no questions asked.
You are always destined for fame.
Funny enough, I would have taken the opposite on that one. I would be
Really?
much happier to get in the cardboard compactor than to do the GameStop promo video.
I don't have any. It's not like a speaking lines
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of thing. I'm the passenger in one of the trucks that the charity was driving. But they're like, hey, we need somebody to sit in the chair, and I'm like, dude, let's do it.
They're just known for being cringeworthy, and if you've ever seen one of those training videos, like, you don't want to be associated with that.
No, dude, I understand absolutely.
How do you get
So that-
anywhere?
yeah.
I don't know, but when I collided with that, it sucked me into a cannon.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just are supposed to hit into some wood, and then it takes you
Yeah.
somewhere else. That was confusing.
I really want to see that video now of young Northern
Yeah, I have no
training
idea.
Young
Wendy's
North.
employees.
I honestly have no idea how you could possibly get your hands. I assume it's for like the 20 people who have been hired in the last 12 years had to watch it.
All right, Canadians watching right now, go
Find
get
the
a job
FTP
at
server.
Wendy's.
Go get
Yeah.
a job at the Heart and Stroke Foundation, Ontario branch, and then let me know.
Hard and stroke.
Are we going for the other cannon? Wait,
Flags
which one?
to the
Shoot it
left.
do you shoot it through the window? The gap in the window?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. It immediately got.
I think you go for
Shit
top
on.
cannon. Yeah, you go for top cannon.
Oh, I am an idiot.
This wasn't confusing last time.
Yeah.
Maybe it started last time by pointing you in that direction, and this time it's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
looked
there's an
at the
arrow
Heart
that
and
tells you.
Stroke Foundation, are you sure it wasn't a sperm bank?
I wish, man.
Yeah, what kind of instructional video were you a part of?
That was the
Sounds
same
like
place on the last day I worked. There were like phone bankers that, like crank yankers. No, they.
Oh,
Phone
right, yeah.
bankers and crank yankers.
They're like the people who call if you've ever donated clothes to like
Oh,
a Big
yeah.
Brothers, and they go like, "Hey, I know you gave us a bunch of clothes last month, but you got any more?" And then you go, "Please stop calling me. This is like the 10th time this week." There were a
No
bunch
need.
of those at the office, and on my last day there, they got into like a screaming fight, and were like calling each other like
Jesus.
trashy bitch and stuff like that.
Wow.
And they were like, a heck of a last day at the office, right, Ryan? And I was like, you will never see me again. I wish you could bottle that feeling of like leaving a summer job you know you're never going to return to. Like on the last day, just walking out and being like, you're stuck here forever. And I'm out, even if only temporarily.
Fuck you, you're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah. Was that like Breakfast Club or something?
Half baked. That would be a very strange scene for a John Hughes movie.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Just like Molly Ringwald being
Ringworld.
like, fuck you,
Molly
fuck you.
Ringworld.
They should get her back for
It's a
for the
Halo
Ringworld
sequel.
That's how I felt when I left the military. I could totally see that.
movies. Oh yeah.
That's how I felt about most of my college classes. It's like mostly
There have
people
been
I'd
a
never see
couple
again.
Classes that I've been like sad it ended.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even as an adult, I've been like, you know what? I'm just gonna take another class anyway. So I hate that this class is ending because it was pretty good.
I'll be honest, I still feel bad that I don't keep in touch with some people from college that I really got along with well. But I'm also very lazy, which is what led to me not interacting with them in the first place.
Dude,
so,
having friends is like having a garden. It's
Okay.
you gotta there's
eaten by
maintenance
deer.
required.
you gotta
And,
tend
like,
it, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just like fuck plants, like you know.
That's actually
Yeah.
true, yeah. Sometimes
sounds
there'll be a
rude,
couple of
but-
black ants and you just decide to spray the whole thing with basically just like thermal paste and
Like I have had a couple of
drown
people
'em out.
over the past maybe like 4 or 5 years that have reached out on Facebook to try to like reconnect, and they're like, I don't understand, why do we ever stop talking? And I was just like, yeah, we should hang out, but then I never like made any active plans to hang out.
Of course, yeah.
It's not like they're bad people, but I'm just like, I'm kind of full right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like I'm insanely popular. It's just like I have a very low tolerance for other human beings, and I'm full. So, like, I appreciate you looking out. Like, sincerely, it was a very nice gesture. Simultaneously, I don't have the interest right now.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I always was, like, kind of transient about friends. I never really wanted to lock in on too many people. I always felt like I could find somebody that was a better match later, so I never really wanted to commit.
Oh, that's incredibly cynical.
That's very...
Like nobody really understood me very well, so I was like, well, I can pretend that we're friends, or I could just, like, kind of fuck off.
Good lord.
What?
Now I'm kind of curious about where I sit on this whole boat.
Why?
That we call friendship.
I don't. Is this your real thoughts, or is this your impression of me?
No, this is my thoughts.
Okay.
It was like people that were forced to be near you because of circumstance.
Right, yeah.
You never really, well, I never really bonded too much with them because it's always like, well, we're all going in separate directions in our lives. So obviously you're going to have a better bonding situation when everybody's brought together for the same reasons.
Well, like I went to a really small elementary school that fed into a pretty like not great high school, at least by reputation. So a lot of the kids I went to elementary school with went to different / better high schools. And on like 8th grade, they were all crying. And everyone was like, why are you crying? It's 8th grade. Even as like 14-year-olds, we were like, why? There's no reason to be sad. Like, you're going to be sad for like 5 minutes and then you're going to be like in high school. Don't worry about it so much. We're literally, we're only best friends because of the fact that there's like 6 people in our age group. That's the only thing. Like, if you took 6 random people from the populace, you'd get like the same results.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying I dismissed them all out of whole cloth either. It was like, well, we didn't really mesh very well anyway. And then I kind of necessitated that thought process.
I've never heard the term out of whole cloth, but I like it.
It's a thing.
I believe you. I've never heard it.
Did you guys have like people in high school, like after high school ended, you know, it was a little melancholy because you're like, man, I'm legitimately never gonna see like any of these people again.
Oh yeah,
maybe 2 or 3 of them. But there were definitely some people where on the last day of high school, I was like, I have been pretending to find you funny for like 8 years, and today I never ever have to see you ever again.
So it sounds like you relate a little bit anyway.
Yeah, dude. Like, at least a couple of people that on the last day of high school, you know, you're like, oh, dude, I hope you have like a great time at university. We'll get together over the summers and stuff like that. And then when I left, I was like, oh, that's 8 years of like resentment.
Yeah, like that guy that held me down and choked me. I was pretty happy to never see him again.
Yeah, like I can understand.
Oh, that seems, I don't like that at all.
We're all at a birthday party and it's like get some kind of weird macho urge. No, I really didn't want to be held down and choked at that particular moment in my life.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just like considerably less cynical than you guys because like you
went to Fame. So
yeah,
it's not
I did go to the Fame school. Correct, yeah. There was one kid that I was like, man, I'm really, because he basically interjected himself into our friend group, and then none of us really wanted to tell him that we didn't really like him.
Right, it forces you to be an asshole.
That's me.
Right, yeah. So but he was, I think I've told you guys about him before. He sounded like a surfer on crack. Like, basically, here. This is how he would talk. He'd be like, "Oh, sure, dude. Yeah, what's up? How's it going? Yeah. What's going on, man? You know, like."
Well, what was that last little bit though?
Well, what's going on, man? Yeah, sure.
He's
that's
smoke
chill,
some
dude.
hops
That's
later.
Chill. Yeah. Let's go hang out, dude. Let's get some fucking 40s, dude, and get fucking wasted. Oh my god, it's gonna be fucking great.
So he's like a Valley Girl surfer, also slightly British sometimes.
Oh, speaking of slightly British, went to England on a trip for 2 weeks. He's one of these kids.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You could probably get with it.
British
Yeah,
accent.
we came back with a British accent and a British girlfriend. And a
Hey,
very,
You wouldn't
Pot
know
calling
her,
the
though.
kettle.
no.
Wait, I come back with an American accent every time I leave here.
Well, yes, but you're here a lot longer than he was there. Is all I'm gonna say. So, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't had an Irish accent when I've come back.
I think like the most exotic locale anyone in my graduating class visited was Florida.
You didn't have the like the rich kids that went to Cancun or anything like that?
Nah, the rich kids went to Florida.
Oh, okay.
As weird as it sounds. It's a Canadian rite of passage.
Yeah, I
though, to
understand.
go to Florida in the winter.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like, hey, it's cold here. You know where it's hot? Florida.
It is. It is
Dude.
hot.
That is, you have no idea how accurate that is for people from New York. For some reason,
Help.
people from oh no, Nick, I'm serious.
Help.
Well, see you in a minute and 30 seconds. No, but like for some reason, everyone from New York City, when they get older, they're just like, hey, you know what? Florida seems nice. Let's do Florida. No, stop going to Florida.
They're tired of the winter months. They want to not have winter anymore.
It's drivable from New York in a couple of days. There's other people like them there.
There are like 30 other states
There's
that fit that mold
yeah.
that isn't Florida.
Actually, the vast majority of them fit that mold.
Yes, that's all I'm saying, man.
Just like, don't go to Maine, and you're good.
Honestly, Justin is a perfect example. Left New York City. Where'd he go? Fucking Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
Not because he's old, though.
No.
Because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
don't know.
cheaper?
It's-
Oh, okay.
Oh, dude.
yeah.
There's like one
Okay.
city on Earth that might be more expensive, or like one city in
Yeah,
America
I
that might be
regret
more expensive.
asking that because I forgot we were talking about New York City. But is it cheaper than many places?
Concrete
Probably not.
jungle. Yeah, you could probably do like the Midwest cheaper, I imagine.
I'm really not a fan of this course, this one level
Yeah, I
area.
don't like this at all. Although I'm splashing quite a lot. So
You
that's
are
fun.
getting some good splashing in.
Yeah. Getting some good splashback.
It's a good sound.
You know what I
Ka-chonk,
think it is
ka-chonk.
too? Is that a lot of New Yorkers dream about having a house, but more
It's impossible.
Right.
This
But more
headline.
specifically, they dream about having a pool, and I feel
Yeah.
like they
Oh, really?
believe that
That's my dream.
Florida. Yeah. See, I don't. That's not one of my dreams. to
I
be
want a hot
honest with
tub,
you.
actually.
A hot tub would be cool, but
Florida kind of like is a pool.
yeah,
When the hurricane season starts, it definitely is.
I just don't want to move from humidity to humidity. You know what I mean?
Mm.
If I'm going anywhere that's hot, I'm going to dry heat.
It rains at 3 p.m. every day in Florida.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Really?
cool, right?
Sometimes it gets so hot there it causes lightning.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. It's like the air had too much friction.
That's actually one of those things I didn't realize until I moved to the West Coast, is that on the East Coast, I won't speak for you guys, but I'm assuming it's similar. You probably get like, you know, a thunderstorm every 2 weeks in the summer, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's not like uncommon,
Varies.
at least where I grew up. It was like, you know, you'd hear like, "Brrr," and you'd be like, oh, it's a storm tonight. Well, what do you want to do? Go to bed. You know, you got to work in the morning. But on the West Coast, it storms so rarely, people kind of freak the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
People are like, what is that? And you're like, it's fucking thunder, dude. Like, you're gonna
Yeah.
be fine. Like, people are like, what if you get struck by lightning? It will not happen.
Well,
Unless
don't
you're
carry
like,
your golf
you're
club
flying
out and stand on a
kite
hill.
right now, or something like that. Like,
Dude, like I know this is gonna sound extraordinarily ignorant, and I understand, but like at the same time, as a person who has experienced snow, it blows my mind that there are lots of people on planet Earth who have never experienced snow in their
Yeah.
entire lives.
it rules.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, if you have it rarely.
Yeah, not having snow is amazing.
Yeah.
Having no snow for me was amazing, because one of the times when I went to Georgia to be with my grandparents for Christmas, and you wake up Christmas morning and it's just like warm. Like that isn't a thing I was used to at all.
Yeah.
My whole life in the Northeast, you spend one day there, and it's like, wait, it's like summer and winter? What? I don't get that.
I enjoy snow as a person who experiences it, like, you know, maybe a couple of times every year. But when I was in upstate New York, winter was snow, and it was the worst thing on planet. It was the worst. It was just terrible. It was just snow at all times, and I hate it.
It makes the ground beautiful, and that's worth being uncomfortable for 5 months a year. And when you have to drive to work, you got to do a chore before you can even get in your car to drive to work.
Yeah,
it depends on the winter. Some winters are worse than others, but I agree, it's mostly snow.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I was not a fan.
And to the person doubting that it rained at 3 p.m. every day, it is just my anecdotal evidence, but when my parents took me to Disney World, it really did do that for a week. Every single day at 3 p.m., pretty much on the dot, it would rain.
I will say, though, that's kind of the other thing. If I can get my allegiance back to the West Coast, people, when they come here from the East Coast in the winter and it rains every day, they're like, how do you deal with it? You're like, well, you get a fucking umbrella. It's like $8, and then you carry it with you when you don't get wet. Like, that's...
In New York, you just, like, buy one and throw it out.
Yeah.
I don't really understand that, but
umbrella.
They do that in the city. You just, like, buy one and then you don't keep it.
Well, it's because sometimes you're walking and then suddenly it starts raining. And so, you know, you got to buy an umbrella and you go into a deli and then you're going to obviously get the cheapest, shittiest umbrella that you can. And usually by the end of the day, that umbrella has broken. So, you know, that's it. That's it for that umbrella.
I didn't know they break that easily.
Oh yeah, if it's just like even a little bit of wind, I'm real mad about that one. That takes me back to college, right there. That one.
When I was walking near Central Park the one time and it was about to rain, the people would just come running out of nowhere, and all of a sudden there were umbrella stands. People were just selling them, like they weren't there 30 seconds ago, and now there is a sale.
It's capitalism.
Yeah,
man.
It's like when they had that traffic jam in Beijing that kept people on the highway for like 4 days.
Sell bananas.
Little micro economies popped up. Yeah, bananas, and water, stuff like that.
Bananas.
Bananas.
Banana.
Uh-huh. Enye. Underrated letter.
Dude, this song is kind of cool. It's atmospheric.
Wait.
It's like,
Isn't this supposed to be... Oh, no, this is the mine. Sorry, I thought this was Halloween level.
Yeah, graveyard is...
I was gonna say, if they changed our marquee BDD, then there's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. You guys got weekend plans? Mostly not Robert, because I know what his plans are.
Actually, we have legitimate plans.
Besides, okay.
Yeah. We're gonna go to a Renaissance fair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Ren.
Is it in the city or is it outside of the city?
No, yeah, it's gonna be outside the city.
Yeah, there's no mud in the city. You gotta have mud for Renaissance fair.
Do they have like jousting?
I don't know, actually.
Giant turkey leg?
Giant turkey leg, I would expect to be like a given.
I hope they have a giant turkey leg.
And they have a dragon's egg with giant.
Excuse me?
Oh, hell yeah!
What does the dragon's egg have?
It's a giant bloomin' onion.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you take a picture of that?
Dude.
I want to see a picture.
I will. Oh, because I'm absolutely going to be ordering that. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, I've never even had a blooming onion, but
it's delicious. Very good.
I've only been to an establishment that carries them like 2 times.
Well, okay, so imagine onion rings.
Yeah.
But it's an onion.
Yeah, it's like big onion fries and mayonnaise or something, right?
Well, yeah, more or less, yeah.
It's like a zesty, spicy sauce, isn't it? It's like a cream-based sauce.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's delicious. It's very good. Actually, dude, we should go to Medieval Times. That would be fun.
I love Medieval Times.
Me too, actually.
Simultaneously, I am like, how is that restaurant not out of business?
Yeah, for real. Dude,
every Medieval Times is like the size of 8 apartment buildings.
No, okay, so here's the thing. I remember thinking Medieval Times when I was a kid was just enormous. But then, you know, everything's enormous when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And I looked up the one that's near me, and it's in like New Jersey. And I looked at it, and it's like this really ugly concrete square building. that looks like the size of a parking lot, and I'm like,
Okay.
hold on, because is there some like TARDIS shit going on? Because I remember that being a massive jousting.
Yeah, it's
You know.
a castle.
Yeah,
It's just you. You were just small.
I guess so. But I do
How
want to go
much
back.
Is it? Because it's like a set
Yeah,
experience, right? Like you don't go like, oh, the arugula salad, right? Like
yeah.
everyone's getting roughly the same thing. How much does it cost for an adult to go to medieval
I
times?
don't know. Jessica, can you look that up?
I'm gonna say it's $40.
I'm gonna say it's
It's gotta be more
65.
than that.
65. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna add the New York City inflation tax.
Well, it is in New Jersey.
Bless
Well,
us.
It's like a $10
tri-area inflation tax.
Yeah.
It's like a $15 meal, let's say,
Well,
and then the
it's not-
experience on top of it.
Yeah, well, because you gotta think. I mean, they're paying the ushers, the cooks, the servers,
The groundskeeper?
Yeah, well, and then you're also paying the fucking performers, right? Too.
Yeah.
Who scoops up the road apples, man? You gotta have somebody do that.
You think there's a lot of money in being a medieval times jouster?
It's a very
I'm guessing
specialized
so,
job.
Yeah.
I wonder where they go for to interview people from.
Fuck! Yeah, I don't know.
Just like, here's the thing: if I was gonna pay, and it's not that expensive, but like 5 out of every 6 people going to medieval times are watching their knight lose. That doesn't
Yeah.
sound like fun.
Okay, here you go. $71.36.
I was closest without going over.
Wow.
Yeah, he's right.
It's pretty pricey though.
I mean,
like-
you know, it's an experience. You don't go like every day, right?
It's like
No,
it's
all
going to
times.
Broadway, but like really bad comparatively.
right. Yeah.
We
Well, you don't get-
for like our 8th grade graduation trip. It was like 4 days or 3 days, and one of them was a medieval times experience. But it ruled because our teacher like coordinated with medieval times to make sure the knight from our section won.
Oh,
What?
Okay.
Yeah, it
That's
was-
not okay.
We were
Is-
told from the get-go that it was rigged, basically.
Was your
and we were gonna
teacher
win.
Tony Soprano?
His name was Tony Soprano. Mr. Soprano, we called him. And all I could think of, I was like, man, everybody else sitting in the other sections got totally screwed today. We're like, it's like a bunch of 14-year-olds being like really snotty and like, the Red Knight rules.
Did they have banter, the two knights?
I don't remember, but it sounds
No, they
likely.
totally do. Yeah.
So there's
I
like
just
a little rivalry that they kick up like it's a wrestling thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
basically. Well,
Has anyone
I
ever
just,
been like seriously injured at medieval
It
times?
has to have happened.
There
I
has
wouldn't
to.
be
There's
It's been
horses
around for
involved.
like 30 years, right?
well, they're real metal swords, right? Like
I
that they're
assume so.
using. I mean, they're not
Well,
sharp.
they're not
obviously, but-
swords, they're poles, but you can still get hurt with them.
Well, no, they had a. I mean, at least when I went there a long time ago, they had the jousting, but they also had like a melee. Because I remember
Oh, okay.
specifically because they were swinging these swords at each other, and there were just like these massive sparks coming off the swords, which was awesome. But I was like, how did they do that? Because that doesn't just happen, right? Like off of 2 metal swords, does
Yeah,
it?
it should.
Dude, somebody said that someone died at the one in Toronto a few years ago.
Damn.
Oh, jeez.
At a Canadian medieval times, no. They were beheaded during the
No.
I don't
That's
believe
the
that.
second Canadian beheading I've heard about recently, and I'm not
I
okay
would
with
have
it.
heard about that. Somebody got their head cut off at dinner.
Yeah, that would have been in the monthly pamphlet.
Was it
Hear about
freaking
this story.
Joffrey commanding them and they put the head on a stake?
I would pay extra though.
I don't want to see that for dinner.
You're right though. Even though nobody said this, they should just put death row inmates in medieval times and turn it into a real blood sport.
Okay, yeah. You
Yeah.
are right. Person that didn't say that. No, I went too far.
How far can you get away with things if you have waivers? Can you do literally anything, or is there a limit still, even with waivers?
There's got to
Yeah,
be a
there's-
limit with waivers.
There's definitely a
right?
limit,
Like,
yeah.
Okay, so I was
Well,
coming up with an idea for a reality show that doesn't air for a year until after it's done recording. The premise is I take all the Twitch money I've made, turn it into gold bars and gems, put it in a treasure chest, double bogey, and then you put it at the back of a cave, but you like advertise through word of mouth and like pamphlets and like ways that you can't really be traced back that this stuff's there. and you just rig it up with a bunch of Indiana Jones style traps.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like you just have cameras everywhere.
Yeah,
and so
100% you cannot create a murder cave.
Well, okay, let me finish.
Sign up. Yeah.
My first idea was to have it advertised so people know it's there, and then you can like make a big spectacle and interview them and stuff. My second idea, when I realized that's probably implausible, is you make it on private property. Right?
Oh, now, right. Okay, it's a castle doctrine.
So you came onto my property and tried to steal my treasure.
What's
I
great
have
about
surveillance
that is
footage.
that if they got your treasure, you could still just kill them.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. Yeah. The perfect crime. That's the perfect crime involving an extremely elaborate murder.
Basically, the whole thing with the waivers was for naught. Because really, it was just about them going onto my property, and that's really the end.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, did you know there's an Amazon Prime original based on the Purge now?
Oh my god, really?
Oh.
In my bachelor existence, I found myself looking at it and being like, yeah, I'll watch that. And then I like went out to the kitchen and came back and was like, what the fuck? I sobered up from my Purge-based inebriation and was like, I'm not gonna watch 10 episodes of something based on the Purge. Are you insane?
Good call.
I've never even seen the Purge.
Yeah, that's definitely that'll turn you. What? Hold on. How do you craft a show around a single day? Is like each episode
different perspectives? It's like
one
Crash.
day a year? Yeah, like what happens in that show?
I don't know why we're so obsessed with the Purge. Honestly, I didn't really find it that interesting.
I think it's because it's so close to being a good idea. I'm not really joking.
I know that very well.
Like, I don't think there should be a day where all crimes are legal, but I think there should be a day where some crimes are legal.
Said with that roguish look in his eye. What was that?
Which crimes?
I haven't really thought about it.
By the way, I'm not planning an actual murder cave in case anyone was worried about that. I was just curious about what the laws are regarding that kind of thing.
Now you know, Nick, that 20 years from now, if you're involved in some sort of strange murder cave crime, this is showing up in the trial.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm not planning on it.
This ramp sucks, dude.
Yeah, it does. It's like shoots you straight up.
Yeah, I don't like that. You should go to the other one.
Not
the
a
one
great
on the
ramp.
other side was fine.
Really?
Try going at an angle, maybe? I don't really know why that would help, but... But you thought of it, though?
Oh,
wait, you're saying
right,
anything you think of is something you'll do?
That sounds like thought crime.
Yeah, I think that's thought crime. Did you get a wooden ball with my name on it?
Yeah, did you scream, run! At the end of the movie?
Did you hold up a whole bunch of umbrellas and then use them to conveniently duck out like it was some sort of David Cage game?
Did you get an eye transplant from Peter Stormare?
Did you inject the bottom of your chin with some sort of skin-dissolving weird collagen material that makes you melt like a leathery weird man?
When was the last time you watched Minority Report?
Oh, it's been like 10 years.
Yeah,
so I have
when
two
it came out, more or less.
I have two things I want to point out. Three things. One is it holds up. Two is there's a really gross scene after he gets his eyeballs transplanted where he reaches into the fridge
to
I
remember
grab
that.
a glass of milk and a sandwich, but there's like a really moldy one and he drinks and throws up. Then I never realized that
like
it's
comedy.
Also, like there's so many comedic moments in Minority Report.
Yeah.
Like there's a part where he has his old eyeballs in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
And he drops them down the staircase.
Goes rolling away.
Yeah, they go like plunk, 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 and he's like running around trying to pick up his eyeballs so he can use them to get past the oculars.
I remember that.
When I saw this as a kid, I thought this was like a 100% serious movie. And then as an adult, I was like, he dropped his eyeballs down the staircase.
You know, I have like a weird criticism of that movie.
Okay.
It always kind of just like stuck in my mind. They got this weird psychic, weird slave people, right?
Yeah, the
They can-
precogs.
The
Precogs.
precogs, they can do all the crime
The
stuff and all that
milk
cool
friends.
stuff. They got all this advanced technology, you know, they got the floating text that they can hit the graphics tablets and
Right,
all
yeah.
you know, all
Dude, that
stuff.
shit's amazing, though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You see what he did with his fingers, where he enlarged by moving his fingers apart? We're like 20 years
So-
away from that.
So, like, why did they use, like, a 1920s news machine with wooden balls to tell the crime that's gonna
It's
happen?
fucking awesome.
Why did
I
they
mean,
use
like,
the
I guess,
loom of
yeah.
fate in Wanted to... Like, it's just some stupid artifact. I don't know. They just wanted to be mysterious.
Yeah, I mean, that is, I know, I know it's an irrational criticism, but it frustrated me to know.
Yeah, I kind of agree. It's a little stupid, but it's also
Yeah.
oddly mysterious, and at the time I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, and I thought it was like, you know, once it's printed on wood, it's like, what are you gonna do? Edit
Yeah,
it? You
exactly.
can't.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's like fate, you know, it's concrete, just like wood.
As
Each
we
ball is
know-
unique.
Yeah, wood cannot be destroyed or changed. It
That's
can
true.
only
Wood
be-
can only change forms
Right.
to other wood, I guess.
Mm. The wooden balls are a certain grade of wood such that they can't be forged or some shit. Oh.
Cyber.
I like the or some shit to really drive
Yeah.
back the point.
You know, that's enough for me to believe that person.
Yeah.
Well,
honestly.
they also never showed John Anderton eating during the movie. Are we supposed to assume that he just photosynthesizes the energy needed to track down the real killer?
That was the one with the scene, right, where he's like in the bathtub and then the drones come in and he like sinks under the
Yes,
water.
yeah,
that
that's
scene
correct.
for some reason stuck in my head as being very creepy.
Yeah.
That was creepy.
There's like all these little micro droins
Drawings,
kind of just like feeling their way around your apartment, and you just have to wait.
That was Spielberg, right? Minority Report.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
Unless you're
this is
thinking of
Tom
AI.
Cruise.
AI was
Colin
also.
Farrell.
Yeah. The
Yeah, I liked AI.
You know what movie is not good, but
Give me one contextual clue. Wait, don't even. So it's from that era, perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume. I'm
You
going to
can't
assume
say
that you're
Jurassic
talking,
Park.
You're talking about the 2000 movie Mission to Mars.
Ooh, no, but you're on the right track.
Can I
it's
have a-
more similar than you think.
Is
Like
it
a-
Red Planet?
Oh,
No, not similar to your guess. More similar to Minority Report.
Oh, okay.
we can figure this out, 100%.
From roughly the same era.
I go into the like Inception group, but I don't think that's where he's going with that.
That's like 10 years later, probably.
The
Something like that.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Well,
That is a
yes,
Rob thing
but
to like. That I agree. Pitch Black.
I do like Chronicles of Riddick.
You like
but,
Pitch Black
I like Pitch Black more. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Pitch Black is a better movie.
because of the
but-
goggles and the shines.
But
Bug creatures.
you want me to just tell you?
No,
Bless us.
I unlocked a
Bless us.
Canadian flag. Give me a hint.
Gattaca is a good guess, but also not Gattaca. A hint. Also Tom Cruise related.
Tom Cruise. Is from the 2000s, like early 2000s?
Yeah.
What was
Vanilla
the,
Sky?
It might be mid 2000s.
the Machinist?
War of the Worlds.
Even that's the one. There you
Oh
go. Got
yeah, that one was not
it. War of
bad.
the Worlds. Yeah.
They're
Nah,
just
well,
like
it's
shooting
bad, but-
skin all over the land.
Yeah. It's not good, but I for some reason I like it. I think it's mostly because I still find that sound that the aliens, the Martians make
Yeah,
really creepy. The
is that horn that they then started using for everything?
yeah.
I actually agree. Pivot, by the way?
Pivot.
Yeah.
Okay. I
What
also
was it? Oh,
agree
Scribble.
that I think that movie is pretty okay.
Yeah.
I believe
I
they
saw it
filmed
in
it in upstate
theaters.
New York.
Mhm.
Makes sense. I saw it in
Does it?
theaters with Mouth.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did you guys
me and
make
him.
out?
No, I jerked him off, though.
That's good.
Before the Mission Impossible 3 trailer finished.
Right.
I saw the Mission Impossible 3 trailer and went, oh, they're trying to bring back this dead franchise?
You gotta edge
Good
him a
luck.
little.
By the way, do we have more than just us for Scribble?
I don't believe so.
All right.
We'll just tell him there's a bounty for Scribble and then watch him show up.
Oh, I accidentally hit play and someone's named Gay in there. Okay.
Well, there you go. You know, to each their own.
Gay for pay.
I mean, hey man, more drawing for me. I don't mind. I like the drawing.
Scribble. Skrillex Quest? That's a game?
Yeah, let's play Skrillex
I
Quest.
kind of want to get in on that.
So, are we still Scribble, or is there? Are we doing some pre-snap reads, making an audible? What's
Why
happening?
not, man? Let's just play some Scribbler.
Fuck yeah! All right, let's do it.
Like a 30-round Scribbler.
Isn't there a cap?
Yeah, I can only go to 10. There is your link. Dude, you guys like Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
I don't
like
dislike him.
You guys like the Mass Effect franchise?
Not really.
Yeah. I don't dislike
feel
it.
not very strongly about the joke I came up with when I was getting this granola bar.
Ooh, okay.
My name is Geth.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the dinosaur people, right?
I think they're like robo people.
Yeah, they're like cybernetic.
Oh,
aliens.
that's that. Okay, which one of the dinosaur people that look like just rhinos?
The Krogans?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the
I never
ones.
finished an entire Mass Effect game, so I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I wanted to like them. I guess I just found the combat a little bit tedious. I much prefer the interaction parts.
What, with Mass Effect?
Yeah, I guess that's just me all over, right? That I would prefer the like walking sim part of it rather than the game
No,
part of it.
I'm with you. I didn't think the combat was very fun when I played it. I wasn't big on it.
I like the idea of it though, that it was like this space epic over multiple games, and you retain your progress, and then they end it in a really bad way, and then they make a better ending for it later. That's cool.
Ah, shit. I need to shit. I don't actually need to shit. No, I'm good.
You
but
said you hadn't shit yet today.
I have not.
Capturing my monitor again. One
Yeah, same
moment,
actually.
please.
Just draw it.
Jess, can you fix
OBS?
my
What
OBS, please?
I need to set up a screen region. Oh, right.
I can't do
I
it
know,
at the same
yeah.
time.
Shit.
Shit.
Fuck. Hold on. Sorry.
Shit. If you haven't updated OBS, by the way, they added scene grouping, which is great.
That sounds great.
Dan did it, and he said it broke his OBS, but he also has
Is Dan.
problems every single
Yeah.
week with it, so...
No,
Boom.
I had no
Okay.
problems. This is just the thing that I sometimes have an issue with.
I promise you, Chad,
Whoa.
you are missing nothing right now.
Yeah. The
uh,
drawing only just started now.
Okay, well, we're doing an audible.
I just cannot get capture to work once.
I switched over to window and just did it that way.
Like display, you mean?
No, I tried to use display. I switched to window.
Really? Okay.
What is this?
It might be due to the Chrome update. Flagpole. You can type flagpole and get the.
Oh, okay.
get
He's
the
right.
points.
I thought it was some medieval thing.
Well, I mean, it is, I suppose.
Ooh, which one should I do? Yeah, this seems easy enough.
It's not getting it with
Those.
window capture either.
Have you? Sorry, I was dealing with my own shit. Have you tried display? Display's not working.
Yeah, display is not working either. Like it says it can capture, and then in the preview window it shows it. But when I make it the active scene, it does not show it at all.
Do you have like the anti-cheat stuff? Try toggling that on or off.
Oh, what
That
is
might work.
Like,
That can help.
properties?
Yeah, it's like anti-cheat
Anti-cheat hook.
properties, compatibility hook. Yeah.
Is that shows up in display as well? Or
Yeah, I
thought
think
that
it's,
was just in windowed capture.
I think it's in all of them. You have that option, but I could be wrong.
Yes, I'm still here. Okay, I'm trying to. It's not sun. It's
It
this
is.
one. Okay, it's not that one either. I'm sorry, chat. I'm working on it. Okay.
Oh. I
I
made
thought
a
it did
strange guess on that one.
pretty
to be honest with
solid drawing. I mean,
you. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Look, it looks like a cover of an album of this genre of music.
Oh, it finally got it. Okay, one moment, chat. One moment.
Damn.
Was it the cheat hook or was it nothing?
No, I just made a second scene,
Oh, that works?
yeah.
and then it was like, yeah, we're good. So I'll start drawing this for you in just a moment.
Please do.
This is why people hate software updates. Because they're necessary, but simultaneously, sometimes they break things.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm amazed is, how has my car not updated yet?
Right?
I've had it for a year and a half, and I've never updated the firmware, yet my phone has updated a ton, and it uses stuff from my phone.
Dude, you know what's another thing that they're going to update? Is they might...
Toothbrushes.
They might give a hot fix patch to the NFL soon, next week.
Really?
Well, that's good.
Yeah, they don't do that usually, but they're
There's
gonna have to.
a rule issue?
I think it's more of a tradition thing that they don't change rules in between, like during the season. But in this particular case, yeah, I think they're gonna change something
It's like
because
a kid
everyone's
box.
real mad.
Were they going to finally take my idea and make it 5 downs instead of 4?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Why did they stop at
Well-
4?
You know, isn't in the CFL? Isn't it 3 downs?
It is 3 downs.
Yeah.
I would never have gotten that.
As a mini clip.
Yeah, I definitely would not have gotten that.
Hey, Kate.
What
No,
you playing?
That was a cat. Oh, I accepted a bounty for you, Kate.
Oh.
Also, did you guys get kicked from the game?
No.
No.
I got kicked from the game.
Probably
see
didn't say
that.
you were there.
You can
Loves to
just
check.
rejoin whenever.
All right, I will attempt to rejoin. Troubleshooting day.
I believe in you. Also, no friend day. What's that about?
Dude, I don't know. Probably, again, no bounty, no stream.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, nothing of value was lost.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
What you got there?
No, I haven't. Oh, dude, you know what I got there?
Let me guess.
Toys?
Is it a lunch?
Related.
Okay. Is it an ingredient to make food?
No.
So it's a completed food product.
Correct.
I knew it. I am going to say you and Jess got baklava.
No, actually. Yeah. have you had
No.
baklava?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baklava's great. Oh, I get it.
I am going to guess that you and Jess got Tim Tams.
The almond one. It's like
No.
marzipan.
I'll tell you what, if you guys were really good friends and you followed my Twitter, you would know.
I do see your Twitter. Rob. I tweet things at you sometimes and you don't see them.
I see him. I always
Jaffa
I like-
cakes.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
Tim Tam, more or less.
Sort of. Well, yeah, all those things. Yeah, Jaffa cakes. Have you guys ever had them?
I have
Probably.
never had a Jaffa cake.
They're delicious.
That's one of those
They're
British
very good.
foods, right?
Yeah,
Like Alpen.
it's like a little cake, and then there's a orange jelly layer, and then there's chocolate on top.
Yeah, orange
I have
and jelly.
not
It's good.
purchased a prepared, like, baked good in a long time.
Really?
I'm just
Not
I'm
even a
fully
muffin?
No, I'm like a potato chip kind of guy. It's like the sweets aisle has no appeal to me.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair.
The salty snack aisle, 100% invested in.
Yeah, you're not a sweet guy. You don't got a
Not
sweet
really.
tooth?
Not for the most part.
What about savory and sweet? Both at the same time.
I mean, I don't. I'm doing that, but it's for the savory more so than for the sweet.
Because, like,
I
give me some
understand the
chocolate-covered
combination.
pretzels. I'm in heaven. That's my favorite.
I don't like to buy those because if I buy them, I will eat them.
So,
And if I eat them, then my body is mad at me.
Oh,
It's
okay.
mostly what that comes down to. But if I'm at like a catered venue and they have them, I'll eat them as well. But they're free, so it's like a perfect opportunity. You only lose once in that deal.
Mm.
Exactly. Mouth feel good, body feel bad. Precisely. Oh my god.
This is vaguely Dracula fetus style.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, now it's even more so.
Oh no.
Wait,
Okay.
who?
That's Isaac.
Yeah, but who's the other one?
I think that's me.
Oh. Why are you so like creepy looking?
Man, that is very gross.
Tongue? That drawing has so little to do with that.
Dude, that's venom.
All right.
That's what you do when you record the videos, right? That's more or less.
Just sit
more or
and
less.
drool over pictures of Isaac.
Mostly I just say whatever pops into my head.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
You know, forever.
Mm-hmm. That's what I envision when you make Isaac videos more.
Yeah. It's like sometimes I think of things and I'm like, I shouldn't say that because it reflects poorly on me, but I have to say it because otherwise there would be 10 seconds of dead air. So I just say it. I always like a good gorge. Like a Nicholas Gorge drawing here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's nice. The colors look nice.
The depth is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I mentioned it on the NLSS before, but imagine that first guy that discovered that you could draw with depth.
Mm.
Imagine that fucking mind-blowing moment. Because it was like thousands of years before anybody just decided like, oh yeah, you could put a little shading on it. And it looks like it's 3D.
Do you think the people were like afraid of the drawing?
I don't know.
Yeah, if you look at it, it steals your soul. You don't get it, huh?
I got it.
Rob doesn't get it.
I don't get it yet. No. Look, I'm here to draw, not to guess.
Here for a good
that
time,
house
not for a long time.
is a prime location to get some beachfront property. If
I think the house is going in
to the right. Oh yeah, well, in that case, dude, I had a food anecdote. I accidentally bought the worst tortilla I've ever had in my life yesterday.
Was it corn?
Ooh, okay.
It was not corn. It's a brown rice tortilla.
Oh, I understand. Those are awful.
I knew going in that it might not be great, but it was the only tortilla at the grocery store in the size that I wanted. And then I don't really remember what happens with the rest of this, but it's got like something like this going on. So I bought it, despite it, not necessarily looking that good.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Is it?
How close is that to what the landmass looks like?
It's really more like.
Oh, Jess knows.
More like that kind. It looks like a.
Oh, there's a little bat.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go.
She's right. She's right. She's right.
Oh,
I cannot draw this character, so I'm gonna.
Have
but
Jess
long
draw it.
story short, they came frozen as well, which was like, immediately bad. But I was like, it's the only tortilla the right size, and I made like a wrap today. And as soon as I rolled it, it ripped in half, and then I basically just had like a weird wrap sandwich, and it was like eating wrapping paper.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
It was not good.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Oh. No?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. It doesn't look anything like this character right now.
Now it does.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I thought you were drawing a fucking caterpillar for a minute there.
I thought that was Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, I mean, basically. Almost.
After I thought it was the Planters Peanut Man.
I thought it was Snoopy.
I can't just use bread because there's some ingredients that only work in a wrapped context.
Dude, how do you guys feel about wraps in general?
Love them.
I prefer a sandwich for the most part, but I do. I can get down with a wrap for sure.
See, I'll be honest. I'm much closer to Ryan on this because with a wrap, a lot of the time, I end up finishing the wrap and I'm like, man, I really wish that was just a sandwich. because at the end you get all the, if there's any sauce, it all condenses at the bottom.
That's the best bite?
Well, but then that last bite is literally just tortilla folds.
No.
Yeah, you get a bite that's just like 3 different layers of tortilla.
I don't think
together.
you're biting responsibly. There's a way to do this that gets you just the right distribution. And at the last bite, I want to have one tiny bit of the meat left, at least a chunk of tomato, a good bit of sauce, and then like an equal distribution to the meat of wrap. And if I do that, I feel like that is worth all of the rest of the time spent to get that one bite of perfection.
See, maybe I'm eating my wraps wrong. It could be.
Like, I'm not kidding. I really have a practice when I go into a wrap. I'm ready for that last bite the whole time.
That's it. See, right now, I'll be honest. When I'm ordering takeout, I scroll right past wrap section.
My name, Borat.
my name is Jester.
What? Is this a Tuesday thing?
It's a classic meme from when I was in middle school, 2 years ago.
My name a Borat.
It's 2 different my names. I know, Ruka.
B-A-L-D. Oh.
Don't feel secondhand embarrassment for me, unless you're subscribed. Okay, I mean, this is just... I typed that in chat. My bad.
This can't be Popeye. His midsection wasn't this ripped.
Here's the thing. In a wrap, there's a few ingredients that go way better. One of them, I would think, would be like any ingredient that's a little loose. You know, could come out. Like when I've been having these chickpea wraps. You can't have a chickpea sandwich. You bite down, you're going to get chickpeas everywhere. I also feel like I kind of prefer the sauce delivery mechanism in a wrap, because you can, by constructing it in the proper fashion, you can make it so that every bite has the same distribution of sauce.
Right, okay. I see what you're saying.
Oh, there you go.
Why was this so hard?
Great question. Why was it so hard?
I tried so many words, none of them were quite right. It's a shame.
Roka.
See, I mostly just want to get jacked enough so I could do that pose, and you know, not necessarily the hard dick part, but the, you know, like with the arms behind the head, and you know, just like the rippling muscles like stopping me from reaching the back of my head.
You can still do it, but it doesn't look as impressive if you're not jacked.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing going on here if I do this. Like, there's just you're just seeing like the part of my arm that doesn't see sunlight ever. That's all you're seeing.
Dude, this is a beautiful drawing.
You like it? I don't know. I just in my head I was like, I just want to make a nice porcupine, and it came out kind of nice the way I wanted.
I mean, I liked it.
Just like a sweet little silly porcupine. Saw a groundhog coming out of a bush the other day. You don't see too many of those. He's just hanging by the side of the road, standing on his rear legs.
How much longer do we have of winter?
He didn't tell me.
Oh, well.
I was just driving past, so I didn't really get to have a nice convo with him, but I'm sure if I would have stopped, he would have had a discussion.
Oh, that's
I
good at
once
least.
saw a pelican at Frisco Bay. He tried to take my cell phone and ran away.
Did you tell them fly away, pelican?
This is neat.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You guys
like
this one yet, huh?
I like what's going on here, but I don't really understand it.
It's just kind of cool art so far.
Yeah. Kind of digging it. Space stuff.
I could take or leave the stars, and is that Japanese in the left corner?
Oh.
Is there Japanese cursive?
Oh, Jess is a genius!
Huh.
She's so smart.
Oh, wait, I think I see. Because 3 letters at the end.
The American, it was going to have an arrow that pointed to, like, the middle of the Milky Way.
Well, we're going to have the Space Force soon, so we will own space.
I mean, I would rather you own space than some other countries.
How long's the list?
It's probably in the double digits.
Yeah,
at least.
okay. Thank you.
I mean, there's like a few obvious ones, but then,
Yeah.
yo, this is the Joker.
Probably that country that really needs to get laid.
Yeah, North Korea would be at the bottom for sure. And then like Belgium, just because
Why do you hate Belgium?
they had their chance, you know. They had so much history before we came onto the stage, and what did they do with it? Invented the saxophone.
There is Japanese cursive.
Several cheeses.
That lip looks bumpy, man.
Plus, all the Belgians are asleep right now.
So they can't be subscribing to you.
Exactly. Oh, what's wrong with the Joker?
What? I don't know what this is, but I love it.
This is a
Clownfish.
clownfish.
That's pretty silly.
Yeah, it's a clownfish. Yeah, did you see Joaquin Phoenix is going to be playing the clownfish?
Yep, the new
Yeah,
Joker, and he looks real silly.
Yeah, it does. I like him.
And the
I hope he
Joker's meant
says
to
why
look
so
silly.
serious. Well, you know
That
what?
was my favorite part. You're right.
Joaquin Phoenix is one of those actors that we talked about like on like last week, where even if I don't see everything he does, I at least trust that he's doing something interesting.
Yeah, except for that one long period where he was doing a social experiment.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, it was very confusing, that whole period of time with him. They made a movie about it, right?
Yeah, I'm not here.
Right. Did you ever see that? I never saw that.
No, never even heard of it, honestly. What is this?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Is that Commander Video?
It's a prisoner with a spear underwater. Oh,
Dude, he's got to pee really bad. He's almost full.
there you go.
You've
Sometimes
done
you
it.
get filled up with pee, you know?
It was gonna be the flippers, but like I didn't give him enough legs.
I mean, I liked it. You guys gonna watch Aquaman?
Also, he was only less than a fifth full. That wasn't that full.
I think that Aquaman looks kind of bad.
Oh, it looks terrible. It looks
Yeah, I don't like
see that,
Aquaman.
People accuse you of being paid by Kevin Feige to say that it looks bad when it
I haven't
really...
even heard this one. That's
The well, Justice League sucked, but there's still a chance for Aquaman.
Oh,
It's
is
from
it?
the Saw director.
Oh, it's
Enchilada.
it's not Nipples the enchilada?
Is that? I think that's how you spell it. I don't think it's one of those. It looks so much like my drawing, though.
It does really look like a porcupine. That's a hand turkey.
That's the
With
Chaos
eyes?
Gauntlet.
Oh, those are Infinity Stones.
Yeah, those are Infinity Stones.
So that's Vision as a hedgehog?
Actually, it might be a spider attacking the fingers of the gauntlet.
Oh, it's I didn't.
It's a rare knuckle-eating
Right.
spider. They survive off of human knuckles.
That was Knuckle, the porcupine?
Yeah, Chaos Emeralds are kind of the original Infinity Stones. And they make... Basically, they make Sonic into Goku, going Super Saiyan.
I was reading about comic books last night, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Not reading comic books.
What
but
did
reading
what I
about
said
them.
have to do with
Oh, well,
comics?
who would, right?
And I got pissed off.
I don't
And
blame
I'll
you.
explain why. I was reading about this run that DC did in like 1989 or something called The Death of Superman.
Yeah. With
I don't spoil
Doomsday.
it for you.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Freaking Doomsday comes and is like, hey, you're dead,
Oh.
Superman. And then
What?
at the end, he just comes back alive.
Yep.
You can't
Oh,
do that.
spoilers. It's
It's
called
just
The
like,
Death of Superman. I mean, I guess that's spoilers by itself.
yeah, no kidding, right? Like, that's so like brazenly,
Yeah.
like it's
What?
a marketing gimmick, you know? It's just like, hey,
Hear me
guess
out.
what?
Yeah, go on.
Well, I mean, the punchline is just like, hey, we're selling this comic where Superman dies.
Oh.
And then, like, at the end, they're like, just kidding, he's back.
So,
By issue 63, he fights Falseface.
so hear me out. In a DC comic, now I'm mostly paraphrasing because I never actually read it, so all the details might not be entirely there. But Batman was killed off a couple years ago, like Bruce Wayne Batman,
Yeah.
and they shot him in the head.
Okay.
And
Till he was dead.
Yeah, and so he was dead. And then like 2 years later, they retconned it, and the way that they retconned it was that the bullet didn't actually kill him; it just sent him back in time, and Batman
Had to kill his past.
right, and then he came back somehow after. Yeah, so
Well, it's like I was reading, and it was like Act 1. Doomsday comes down, and they get into like a big fight, and Superman dies. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a really dramatic, like, comic book moment. And then it was like, Book 2. 4 superheroes from the time realm come to Metropolis and all claim to be Superman. One of them checks out as Superman by having memories of only him and Lois that would know. But it turns out they cloned Superman's body and they're using it for nefarious purposes. And I'm like, why is it? We were so close to having like a moment of gravitas.
yeah. Well,
And then,
the one
then you're like, well, I'm Superboy.
The one thing that is positive about the Death of Superman whole thing, really, is that you get that sweet all black Superman outfit that looks dope. That looked pretty cool.
Didn't he have
So,
4 different forms? One of them
Yeah, I
was
think they were
a fireman, and one of them was like metal version.
Those are the 4 original Robot Masters.
No, there weren't 4 anyway. It was Bomb Man, Elec Man, Cutsman, Freeze Man. I want to say there's 6. Gutsman. Who am I missing? I think there's one more.
Yeah, Timberwolf in my chat says there's Robot Superman, another descriptor Superman, Superboy, and like evil Superman.
Yeah, Cyborg.
Yeah.
Airman. Oh, you telling me?
Airman is... No, that's the second one.
Yeah.
It's one of the best ones. The best songs. What was... Oh, Flame. I missed Flame Man.
Yeah, he looks like a torch.
And in Mega Man 2, there's another Flame Man, but he looks like a lighter. He's called Heat Man.
Oh, no.
What
Please guess
in
before you
the
draw
hell?
the obvious.
I'm gonna start drawing. You better get to work, boy.
I said Flame Man?
Is Mega Man 11 out yet?
I don't think so.
I gotta be honest. I have not played it, but Mega Man 9 and 10, love them.
Yeah.
Great. They did exactly what they needed to do, in my opinion, which was just
Not fuck with it.
a Mega Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, it's Mega Man. It's classic Mega Man, and it's out. Mega Man 11, they went with like the 2.5D backgrounds, and it looks very wrong to me.
I agree.
I want
They've
them
done
to
that
go
already,
back to
though.
the Mega Man X era of art for Mega Man.
I would be
that.
okay with that.
Yeah.
What I hate is the half measure of like the PlayStation 1 2D Mega Men, but they're like, see, we've got 3D backgrounds.
Yeah.
That's the one that
Like Mighty Number 9 had that style, and it looked awful.
Agreed.
And it just cheapens everything. And they did the same thing with the PSP games, which were competent to play, but they just looked worse. So I don't know
Dude.
why. I guess it's cheaper for asset creation is why they keep doing it.
Can we talk about how Mighty Number 9 might be the most premature celebration on planet Earth when they were like scheduling events and having people, and then
They made a spin-off series on it.
They had a spin-off. They had an anime commissioned for it before it came out.
Yeah.
And then it came out and it was just like, yeah, this kind of sucks. Which is
Like
a
an
shame,
anime
because
fan on prom night.
I really love Mega Man, and there are so few things that ape Mega Man.
It's like a brown dick from underneath.
I think it's a turd snowman, so a turd man, and he's got different colored condoms attached to his head. Yeah, I don't like this. This is all horrifying, to be honest with you.
What is any of this?
I mean,
Number
like,
2,
I know
Christ.
what it is, but like, all right, I'm just gonna do it.
Is this
but
Five Nights at Freddy's?
It's very horrifying. This is a cursed. This is easily cursed.
Oh, I know it. What the? Those are supposed to be eggs? Oh,
Those are
Lord.
the condoms from a rainbow party.
What's the problem?
What is that shape? They're teardrops.
What are they on?
They're in a
That's
basket.
the basket. Oh.
They don't look like condoms unless your dick's shaped like an egg.
I mean, it is. So, I'd prefer you don't judge me.
Wait,
Fuck.
that doesn't fit.
Oh, even better.
Oh, I was gonna. Draw.
This is really
Oh. I couldn't figure out how that was going to be Cyclops to fit in 5 letters.
good.
And then he got
Did you guys
hoses.
know that Cable is Cyclops' son?
Yeah.
No,
I don't
think I
remember
knew
if
that.
know
It's true.
Really?
I looked it up when I was looking at comic stuff yesterday.
Huh. Maybe we'll find out more about that in Deadpool 3 when they
I feel like I knew
finally
that
make a
once.
crossover.
Looking up Rob Liefeld, I don't know, one of the most maligned comic book artists of the early 90s.
Actually, you want to
Learned a
know?
lot yesterday.
You want to know a little comic history for you?
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
So
Obviously.
there have been, well, I mean, there have been 3 primary Robins, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess 4 now.
Robin,
But
what?
Anyway, the second one was a guy named Jason Todd, right?
Yeah.
Fans hated Jason Todd. They really, really disliked him. So at one point, the editors were just like, hey, we're going to have a poll at the end of the comic that says, what's going to happen to Jason Todd? Is he going to live or is he going to die? And the fans all voted to kill Jason Todd.
I think
And,
that's the best way to write stories,
Yeah.
is to
And
let the fans decide what they want to see.
He got brutally murdered. And, big part of Batman lore now.
I think they should do a Twitter poll version where it's like an entire X-Men series, and every decision that happens in it, they take a Twitter poll, and then they just write it into the next chapter.
It's like a cat ice cream cone. Luigi?
Oh.
Skeleman? Oh, is it? It's just, yeah, okay.
Try cat ice cream cone Luigi Skeleman.
I thought that was pretty good.
That was not bad, you know. How am I gonna do this?
You guys play as Luigi in any game?
You had to in Mario 2, so I guess that time. Oh, I did it in Mario 64 on the DS because that was a new thing they added. I think they forced you to, though. So, no.
He jumps high.
Yeah, that's cool,
And
but he's also
coconut.
Luigi.
His coconut gun, if I remember correctly, shoots in spurts.
I've heard that,
That's Luigi?
about his coconut gun.
Amazing.
Oh. Wait. Oh. I was like,
Yeah.
which one are we doing now? Is this corn, maize, tennis? All right.
It's always tennis.
The cat is like, it is wet food time. It's like, you seem to have forgotten to give me wet food, so I'm trying to remind you.
Father, I desire loops.
Do either of your cats ever get up in your face, meowing wildly and rubbing their face against your face? Yeah, like 100% of the every day.
That's nice. They want to mark you with their scent.
It is nice, but it's
overlay.
also annoying.
At least they don't hate you.
That's very true.
Wake you
Tomo
up with a
hits me
claw in
sometimes.
the face. Tomo.
Sometimes when I pet Tomo and then I pull my hand away, he hits my hand.
What an asshole.
That's rude. Do they do
Did
the
you-
belly
anyone-
trap where they want you to pet the belly and then they want to hit you as well?
Yeah, they're trying to like bite your fingers.
You should hit him back.
Nah,
Tell
that's
him who's boss.
punching down.
Yeah,
Did you guys show the URL?
I did not.
Let's go.
I thought you were gonna
Nick.
just end the show for a second.
No. Nick, you're the
Guess
party
what,
leader.
Colin?
Could you put it on like 4 rounds? Maybe?
Sure.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Okay, what do you want to play on your show? Oh, Guacamelee 2.
Oh, I saw a little bit of you playing that, and it looked real good.
That game is good once you get past the opening 20 minutes.
I cannot stand the meme references. It's like too late for that.
Yeah, but you know, look, Black Panther did it too, so I can look past it.
Black Panther did like 2 memes. Guacamelee 2 literally does start with like, well, you know, oh, how do you do, fellow kids? Do you know the way to Taco Town? And you're like, oh, come on, man. Just let me get to the punching part.
It also does that thing that it seems like every platformer does where there's just way too much exposition at the beginning now.
Yeah, and you're like, I do not care.
Yeah,
At all.
yeah.
Oh. Oh.
I think
Again,
like
I don't want to be a dick about it. Like, you're totally entitled to have a ton of story in your game if that's what you want. It's just not really my thing to have a ton of it at the start. You gotta balance it throughout a little better, maybe.
I agree. Like, I just think you have to recognize that even though you've been working on it for like 6 years, nobody cares about your story. You
Yeah.
have to make people care about your story at the start. Like, I've been banging that Guacamelee drum
Yeah.
since like 2012. Oh,
This is like
what?
possibly the most professional looking line structure I've ever seen you do.
It's extremely good.
You did it
I-
like an actual cartoonist.
So you guys are at a disadvantage, until right now, because that's literally
It's Nightwing.
It's a superhero character of my own creation that I've been drawing since I was like 5 years old.
Oh, that explains why you're so good at it.
Yeah, I've drawn this guy before.
You
Many
played
name's
that
Wing.
game.
No, it's not Wing.
Is he from Buffalo?
Yeah, his name is Wings.
Like the Thomas Hayden Church TV show.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I'm not kidding. You want to know how much of a nerd I am?
Yeah.
No.
I have well over 100 superheroes.
Really? Like you got a whole Justice League and Avengers.
Oh yeah. Yes, I do. Yeah.
Is this Shrek farting?
Come on.
It does look like Shrek
You don't
farting.
think I would draw something like that?
You know what it is? It's like you're looking from just over Pepe's head from behind.
That's
And
exactly
in the distance,
right.
there's a mushroom cloud.
It's Pepe watching the destruction of America. Thanks, Pepe. That's so good.
Yeah. All right. I like that. I like all of that.
Yeah, but he's not doing Monka S. He's doing Feels Good, man. Landscape.
Well, yeah, that's much more. That's not very obvious, it seems.
That's
Actually, now.
really all I was doing, but I guess, it's Shrek farting and a back of a frog's head.
Oh God! Oh my God! What is that photorealistic Pepe? Oh, I don't like that at all. Hey! Wait, is it? Not landscape.
That's very large.
What is Pepe watching this time? Is Pepe watching his final sunrise?
What was the brown thing? That was just an autumn tree.
Oh.
Hey, good job.
Pepe watching the markets for us all.
Yeah, it was gonna be like a green line going up, and then a really, really big red line going down.
It's the market.
Okay, yeah.
You taking a shot at it for real? Oh, okay.
Oh, but from the front.
What isn't Pepe watching?
Oh, okay. He's very happy.
Yeah, he does look happier than average.
Oh, no. I can't. This is like a... It feels Monka, man. Oh,
it is.
Pepe hands?
Hold on.
Pee-poo? Tiny pee-poo? What's he got? Oh, that's like a spine and a skull.
Oh, my God.
What did you do, Pepe? Also, it looks like two skulls fused together.
Wow. That's amazing. Dude, you made the joke about Pooper, but Corey
Pee-poo.
enabled a bunch of better Twitch TV emotes.
Yeah.
There are
Oh.
so many Pepe, like,
Oh, I know.
emotes. Poopers, Pooper-Z, Pooper-S.
I spent 2
Nice,
hours going
yeah.
through 500 pages on Better Twitch TV of all the things I can unlock.
Like, poo-poo hands. There's so many.
Oh my God! Burdot came into my chat with photorealistic Pepe with a gun.
No!
Oh, it's horrifying. It's very terrifying.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's
It
Pepe.
doesn't even have,
I screwed it.
yeah, he
Start
doesn't have
over.
eyeball sockets anymore.
Uh-oh.
Screwed it up.
Monk ass. Is it monk ass?
I do love Pepe hands.
Pepe hands is good.
Pee-poo.
Pepe please. Peepo dance. There's a lot of Pepes in the world, you know?
There are a lot of Pepes in the world. I
Too
still
bad
like
that
it,
he-
man. I know what you're gonna say. Like,
I was gonna
in
make
like-
that joke, yeah.
In like 3 years, we can use them guilt-free.
I'm still using them guilt-free.
You
Fuck
can
off
use them on
everything,
Twitch.
It's a meme.
It's just
Yeah.
on Twitter you can't use them.
Oh, are they really mad at Pepe on Twitter?
Well, only if you use it.
Oh. Fair enough, yeah.
And they're like, how dare you use this symbol? When I'm old enough to vote, I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Look, I obviously have politics on my mind a lot, but you keep your politics out of my memes. Memes are pure and
He's
simple.
just a happy frog.
He's a frog. He's just a frog, and he's emotive. He's a very emotive frog.
The frog in my basement is still alive. I found him again on the floor the other day, and then he went back under the washing machine. So I think he just lives under the washing machine now.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's also little salamanders around, too, because it's been raining so much. So they keep sneaking in the basement and just sitting on the cold floor.
Oh.
They're pretty
Maybe
neat.
he's... Yeah. Maybe he's changing his sex.
Well, I don't know about
becoming-
that. They're just little, like, black things that they got, like, a stripe down the middle, and they seem kind of funny, and they wiggle a lot.
Well, we don't have to describe him that way. I mean, that seems a little
No,
unnecessary.
I guess I have a reptile house, yeah. Yeah, he's so funny, because he's like, he thinks he's fast, but then he wants to get away, and he just kind of, like, bobbles around and finds his way under the washing machine. What is this?
The only experience I have with a frog is when I was younger, we went to the beach, and my cousin found a frog and had it in his hand, and he brought it over to me. Is he like, hey, see, he's fine. He's just hanging out.
Did he
And then
piss?
the frog, frog peed in his
Yeah, they
hand.
pee always in your hand. You gotta watch for
Yeah.
that.
And he peed all over him.
This is
And
very
then
ornate.
my cousin drank the pee, and he
What?
swallowed the frog whole. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
This is really a good time. As a video.
What was that picture in the middle, though? Oh, is that the ring girl?
That's the girl from the ring.
I thought it was a tea bag steeping in some kind of fancy, I don't know what. So he ate the frog and drank the pee.
Correct. Yeah. That's exactly what occurred.
That's sad.
Yeah, but man's got to eat. You know what I mean?
I don't respect meat eaters.
King Book?
It's a really good crown so far. Oh no!
Oh, there he is. King Pepe.
King Pepe.
Oh, he's got a beautiful shawl. His robe.
I absolutely love this.
Royal purple.
What?
As he commands his loyal subjects.
This is incredible.
I like his scepter too.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought it was like crown jewel.
I wonder if this has anything to do with the drawing yet.
Oh my god.
The answer to your question is no.
Oh, okay. Can we get there soon? As we got like 2 seconds left.
Yeah. I'm drawing it right now.
All
There
right.
you go.
Well, I didn't see it. So.
Photo frame.
I thought I had more time. God damn it.
All right.
Yeah.
It's really good though.
Thank you. God damn it. Pepe
Wait,
hands.
Try that again.
If only I had more time.
Is there like a market on Twitch to just be like a chatter?
What do you mean?
Like I don't want to stream anymore. I just want to chat like on twitch.tv/Northernlion and be like a chat celebrity.
No.
I guess if you're like a bot and you tell people to go look at your butthole, then yeah, maybe.
I think you want to do like IRL streams, maybe.
That's a creeper. That's what ends with an H, with a creeper.
It was a night like this 40 million miles ago. I found a creeper nest. I found some diamond sapphires tall. And then I heard that telltale hiss coming beyond the wall. I turned to run. It was too late. I watched the diamonds fall. I walked the creeper soar.
You know, fun fact, this is not the first time that Northernlion has been involved in a Minecraft-related parody.
Very true.
Yeah.
You used to do a series with Josh where you would talk about Minecraft while you played Minecraft.
You did a
Yeah.
Machinima
Well,
with Minecraft, yeah.
Not really a series, more like a...
Not, there's a machinima.
Yeah, it's a Machinima. It's a Machinima on Machinima.
That's because he was on Machinima, and still is to
Yeah.
this day.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you for the guess.
I've seen quite a bit of those. My girlfriend's very into that.
Into Machinimas?
No, Hello Kitty.
Oh, okay. I was like, what year is it?
Yeah, she watches a lot of Minecraft Machinimas. I mean, maybe people still do that. I don't know.
I remember way back when there was a website that did specifically World of Warcraft Machinimas. And there was this one project, and oh wow, okay, fair enough.
We were just waiting for something other than the clouds, I guess.
And I don't remember what it was called. It was like something, and
Was it Machinima Respawn?
No, it was a oh god. It was, I don't know. I don't remember the name, but I remember that it was like really high production value for the time in Machinimas, and I was like into it. I was like, yeah, I want to see more. And they made like 2 episodes, and then they were like, yeah, we're coming out with the next one. And then, you know, a month passes, no news. 2 months pass, nothing. 6 months, feels bad, man. And then I started checking once a year. Just never made it. Just never made any more. I'm still sad.
Ruka's so sad.
You wanted to see it too.
What? Is this Dan G or Dong?
Oh, that's Dong.
It does look like
Zero
Dong.
Dong.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it's a 0. I thought you were doing like a Ghostbusters, you know.
Bum bum ba da dun 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 dun.
Bum bum ba-da-dum, Ghost bust. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum. You remember the classic song?
I hate when I bust. Love when I bust.
It's Horizon Zero Dong.
Oh.
She doesn't have a dong.
Well, let's take some time to pimp our channels. Oh, dude, but first,
There's more.
The top. Sorry, guys. See you in hell.
Bye.
Just check this out. I just got an email. I'm off this stupid platform.
Oh
Reggie,
shit.
Here's a middle finger for you. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Manage the top basketball teams in Europe.
Oh.
I've finally been recognized.
Wow.
Here we
Hello,
go.
Northern Lion. Hello.
The legendary video game International Basketball Manager
Wait. You got the
features
offer
the
too?
official license of EuroLeague basketball in its debut on Steam today.
Oh.
This game contains the 40 best teams in Europe, which took part in European club tournaments in seasons 2017 to 18. It also includes 12 unlicensed World National Leagues and 7 international competitions. How do you feel about that?
Wait, hold on a second, Nick.
Yeah?
Feel the pressure for reaching victory as you turn your team into one of the greatest squads ever?
All 3?
No, I don't know. No, that's not what the next line is, actually.
Okay, how about this one? Save Earth from savage aliens at all costs. Take command of Earth's first and only interstellar starship. They found me.
I did get an email that says the title of the email is "Lots of Balls." New Steam game out now.
Come play with lots of balls. Lots of Balls is a modernized take on old classics, updating them with modern concept and ideas.
Yep.
Yeah, turns out we're all subscribed to many mailing lists.
But,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was chosen.